What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Tim's Sports Talk. And today we have another play-by-play. The Las Vegas Raiders versus the Los Angeles Rams. And the Raiders are on a bit of a tear lately, winning, I think, 3 games in a row. And the Rams are on the opposite track. They have looked horrible this season. No Matt Stafford now. And they have definitely quite struggled this season in a lot of ways. And in my opinion, it all starts up front with the offensive line. Their offensive line has definitely struggled a ton this year, which is very unfortunate for them. Pulling up the chat here. Boom. Get the chat going. Let's do a poll. Who do you got? Who do you got? Do you got the Raiders? Or do you have the Rams? What up, AJ? I thought we had a bad GM, but the GM of the White House proved me wrong, lol. The White House? What does the White House have to do with it? Not sure. Alrighty then. What up, Draco? What up, Down? How you doing, man? Alrighty. So, the Vegas versus Rams. So, Vegas are 78% favorites to win this game. I honestly tend to agree. I do think that they should be favorited tonight. But we have... I don't know. I really don't see how the Rams ever win this game. And currently it is a 6-point favorite for the Raiders rather. And the over-under is 42.5. I'm taking the Raiders -6. And I would have... the over-under is tough. I'm going to go under. I say it's like a 24-13 game. Raiders win. All right, we got the kickoff, and it's a touchback. All right, we're going to get started here tonight. Derek Carr is going to start the ball at his own 25-yard line. Derek Carr having a really actually solid season. A lot of people were giving him a crap due to the record. That's what happens when you're the quarterback. When you're winning, you get some credit. When you're losing, you get the blame. But if you look at him statistically this season, he's actually not nearly as bad as you may think based on their record. But they are coming back now. Offset I formation here. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle for Jacobs. Jacobs is having an incredible season. He falls forward for 4 yards. I believe he's leading the league in yards this year, if I remember correctly. He had like a 300 total yard game the other week against the Seahawks. He ended it in overtime for them. But yeah, if we look here at Josh Jacobs' stats, I mean, it's just 1,303 yards and 10 touchdowns. We still have 5 games left, and he's already at 1,300 yards. Offset I formation again here, 2nd and 6 at their own 29. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle for Jacobs. Jacobs, a little hesitation. He's only going to get a gain of a yard. Look like Aaron Donald... No, Donald, is he hurt? I don't remember. But number 91 makes the tackle. Yep, Aaron Donald is out tonight. So Gaines gets in there and makes the tackle. Probably missed. That was probably not the correct hole that Jacobs went through there. But it's all good. Sets up a 3rd and 5. Abdullah comes into the game. Carr in the shotgun. Puts Davante Adams in motion from left to right. 2 receivers each side. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Carr looking, pumping, now going deep to his man Davante. And Davante makes a one-handed grab with Jalen Ramsey covering him. He leaned into him. I'm not sure what the flag's going to be. Is it OPI or DPI? But Davante Adams with a nastiness one-handed grab. Pass interference number 5. Penalty declined. And Davante Adams making a play. Holy smokes. Why are they doing this to me? All right, whatever. We're just going to have to rock with that. Holy catch That was nasty. 1st and 10 down the right sideline. But here we go. At the 38-yard line, takes the snap, handoff up the middle here for Jacobs. And Jacobs will, again, only dive ahead for a gain of 1. Gains in on the tackle again. Uh-oh. Offensive lineman in pain, rolling around, grabbing that right knee. Never a good sign when your offensive lineman dives to the ground, grabbing for their knees. What up, Justo? What up, AJ? Never mind, it was a joke. Oh, shoot, did I miss the joke? I already forgot what you said. I apologize. Maybe I missed the joke. I'm sorry, AJ. Been looking forward to see this live since this morning. Oh, awesome. Thanks, expert. How you doing tonight? Red Ball Manners, what happened? Expect to see a lot of Raiders fans here. They used to play near LA. Yep. Fair enough. I'd rather see Baker Mayfield than John Walford. Who ended up with, did the Rams end up with Baker? Or am I making that up in my head? Where did Baker Mayfield end up going? Baker Mayfield plays for the Rams, but he's not playing yet. So they're sitting him behind Walford tonight. I forgot. Why did I think he actually ended up in San Francisco? I forgot where he ended up, but here we are. Douglas, I remain convinced Adams is only exerting 70% of his powers. He always looks like he is. It's really easy for him. He never looks like he's pressing or even trying. Right? That catch was nasty on one of the best corners in football. He could play tonight. Ooh, okay. We may see Baker tonight. Okay. Rams did get Baker, yeah. That one-hand catch was nasty. What up, Robert? Deion's going to be building a powerhouse in the near future. Thoughts? I like me some Deion, man. I respect what he's doing. He's got a group of young men every year believing in themselves. He's encouraging them and yet holding them accountable, though. He doesn't go light on them whatsoever. And that is how you're supposed to raise kids, in my opinion. I don't have any kids, so I know technically I don't have the right to say that, but I think going hard on some people sometimes is not a bad thing. And I'll be honest with you. I wasn't going hard on. I was spoiled. They're going to see how Wolford is going to play. If not, they're starting Baker. Gotcha. The Rams was the only team that claimed Baker. Quite the fall from number 1 Grace. Isn't that crazy? My alma mater is looking for a football coach. I really wish we could buy out his contract to Colorado. Deion hat policy is dumb. Deion's hat policy is dumb. It's the same thing as like the military, though, right? It's everybody being in uniform. Nobody's better than the other. But here we go. Takes a snap, looking, throwing it quickly to the right, and it will be dropped by Hollins. On the quick out, it was thrown behind him, but he should have been able to catch that pretty easily. And it's 3rd and 9 now for the Raiders. Is Mayfield going to play for tonight for the Rams? My understanding is Walford's starting at the beginning. We'll see if Mayfield makes his way in. But here we go. Carr in the shotgun. Man in motion. 2 receivers each side. Takes the snap. Looking. Quick throw over to the left side. Has a man. Abdullah. Abdullah has blockers in front. And he gets the tackle. Gain of about 14-ish yards on the play. And the Raiders' offense is humming on all cylinders right now. They're moving the ball quite nicely here. The only thing is the run game has been stagnant thus far. Rams have definitely made it a point to get after the running back. But here we go. 1st and 10 now, up to the 24-yard line. Carr under center. Tight end in motion, takes a snap, handoff up the middle here. It is Zamir White, the rookie out of Georgia. He's only going to get a gain of 1 on the play, but there is a flag. Most likely in the area of holding here. Let's take a listen. They're discussing it. They're not sure who it was, I guess. Okay, the ref was about to talk, and now he's second-guessing himself. He's running over to the other official to confirm what the flag was. Oh, no, it's not the holding. It's illegal hands to the face. Okay, it's Copeland. Gets called for illegal use of hands to the face, so automatic first down, 5-yard gain. We have a fresh set, 1st and 10. Every team's screen game outside looks better than ours. Yeah, and Louis actually pointed out a good point, and I'll talk about it in a minute here. But here we go. I formation up to the 18-yard line now. Man in motion takes the snap. Handoff to the left side is Jacobs. Jacobs stiff arms a man, and again gets tackled really well. Only a gain of about a yard and a half by Copeland. And it'll be 2nd down and 8.5 or 9. But yeah, he showed a very interesting play where Norwell just gave up on it, never blocked Lawrence, and Lawrence ended up making the tackle on that very important 3rd and long that if we would have got the first, it would have been a very different game. Time to switch the laundry. It sounds good, Neil. 2nd and 8. Up to the 16-yard line. 16 and a half. 3 receivers to the right. Carr in the shotgun. Takes a snap. 5-man rush. No, 1 drops back into coverage. Now Carr, rolling to his right, has to escape. And he's going to run down the right sideline, and he runs kind of funny. He gets a gain of about 4 or 5. Why does he look like he's like high-kneeing it on the right sideline? Why have I never noticed that before? Derek Carr, when he like tries to get it, like get moving, he kind of runs a little funny. My alma mater's really rich. They should just buy his contract to Colorado. I would fly from the East Coast to watch home games. Probably never going to happen. 3rd and 5. Man under center. 2 receivers each side. Takes the snap. Pitch play to the left as Jacobs has wide open room. He has to get to the outside. He does. And he's going to get tackled just short of the end zone. Gets up to about the 2. And it's 1st and goal. That pitch play beautifully done here by the Raiders. All the offensive linemen moved right. Jacobs moves left. And absolutely nobody in, like, literally it was the safety only that had a chance of tackling him. And fortunately, he does make the play. I would have been interested if Jacobs would have cut it back inside. Maybe he could have beat him one-on-one, going to the outside, allowed the corner to get back into the game. But here we go. Heavy formation. Carr under center takes the snap. Handoff to Jacobs. Jacobs barrels through. He's about a half-yard short. Ramsey and company in on the tackle to get the stop, but it is going to be 2nd and a half yard now for the Raiders. They're probably going to hire Jason Garrett. I'm fine with that. I think he'll be a great college coach. Oh, okay, cool. What up, Juris? That's why I'm evaluating O-lineman. If you can't get to the 2nd or 3rd level, you're immediately off my radar. I don't blame you. Carr under center. Man in motion. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here. Diving ahead. Touchdown. Raiders. Josh Jacobs barreling in. And it was just felt like a matter of time, right? This Rams team with no Aaron Donald is a very different football team. And Sean McVay is definitely facing his first real set of adversity, right? I guess that's not completely true. They still ended up being a playoff team, but not great at, 8-1 or something like that? Or was it 8-8 2 years ago that they snuck into the playoffs? Last year they were actually good because they won the Super Bowl. Sorry, it was 2 years ago that they snuck into the playoffs, so he faced a little adversity there. The snap, the hold, the kick. And the hold was a little bit shaky, but the kick was not. It's right down the middle. The PAT is good. But A.J. Cole definitely fumbling that. Oh my gosh, that angle from the catch was even nastier by Devontae Adams. I don't care how you're rated, you won't be better than the guy who gets out. I tend to agree. That's why I wanted a guy like Trevor Penning, because the guy could freaking move, right? And I did like Sam Cosmi. I thought he was going to need a year because of pass blocking, but he got stronger quicker than I expected, and his pass blocking is still not great. His run blocking is really good, though. He can get to the 2nd level, which is nice. But yeah, that's why I wanted Trevor Penning. And another guy that I was really interested in, was Spencer Brown. 2 years ago, I believe he was drafted, so not this last draft, the draft before, by Buffalo. He's a guy that played tight end throughout his career of high school and college, and then I don't know if he played tight end in college. I think he was initially going to be a tight end, but then they put him at tackle, right tackle, and he was raw, super raw, right? Like, he did not feel comfortable, but he had the attributes of like 6'8", 315 or 320 pounds, but yet can run a 4.8 40. Like, yes, athletic dudes that can get up to the next level for sure are very, very key. Smash Mouth, baby. Yep. If y'all want a lineman in the draft, check out Coney Mouch. Dude is great. Okay. Tim, thoughts on Snyder leaking Gruden's emails? That was old. But what, did it just come out that he like admitted to it? He keeps coming in lighter, yeah. That boy Ramsey getting cooked this year, yeah. But yeah, like, what is Spencer Brown's PFF? I don't really believe in PFF, but just to get an idea, I'm curious. Only a 48.8. Interesting. I as I said, I don't really believe in PFF. I wonder, like, what the team thinks about Spencer Brown. Because, as I said, he was a project coming out. I think he ended up being, what, a third or fourth round pick? Third round pick number 94. So, like a mid third round pick. No, a little bit later. No, sorry, a real late third round pick. Yeah, number 96 would be the final pick of the normal third round. Then you have compensatory picks. So, yeah, late third round pick for Buffalo. But he's a guy that can move. This is what I'm talking about. Toughness and physicality at the point of attack. When they cheat down to stop the run, and you pop them deep. Yep. What up, Paul? Check out Cody Mouch. He's from North Dakota. Gotcha. All right, here we go. It's going to be returned here from about the 8-9 yard line. And zigzagging around, he's going to get up the right sideline, and he does make it back to, I believe, the 25-yard line. But there is a flag on the play, and most likely it's coming back. I don't know what needs to happen on kickoffs, but I feel like there's so many flags on special teams. Considering that special teams are only, 10% of the game, if that. Kicking team number 34. Oh, illegal formation. So it's a 5-yard penalty, so he gets an extra 5 yards on it, I guess. All right. So never mind. But it's still, I bet there's 30% of flags are on special teams, and it's only like 10% of the game. I'm making those numbers up, but I wouldn't be surprised. All right, we are seeing Walford in the game tonight. Tyanseki is their starting left tackle. He used to play for Washington. He is old. He's their starting left tackle. That's not very good. Here we go. Walford under center. Puts a man in motion, takes the snap, handoff to Akers. Akers with a nice blocking in front of him, and he's going to get a first down, carrying a defender. Wow. That was some good blocking there. All right, maybe they found a group of dudes that can block. PFF gets a lot wrong, but some stuff right. Tim, see how's Deontay Brown's doing? Yeah, we did like Deontay Brown, but Deontay Brown was probably slower as crap. You probably wouldn't like him anymore with the new thought process you have. He hasn't played. Here we go. Man under center. Takes the snap. Handoff to the right side, and he's not going to get there. They didn't give him the first down? Wow, I thought he was going to easily got the first, but it was 3rd and 1, and now it's going to be set up about a 3rd and 2 here for the Rams. Tillery making a great move. Just facing the double team, then throws the guard off of him and makes the tackle. Nice play by Tillery. All right. 3rd and 1. 3 receivers bunched to the left. Puts a man in motion. Takes a snap and whoa. And a jet sweep gets all over it. Max Crosby. Holy crap. He tackled him before I even knew he had the football. Max Crosby is such a stud. What a steal out of the 4th or 5th round or something they got him. Unbelievable. How in the world does he make this play? You never see this play made. Holy moly. Like, that defensive end is typically left in the dust. But Max Crosby diving and making the tackle in a split second, and it's a loss of 4. And they're forced to punt. And there is the punt from the Rams. And it's backed up, and it'll be, no, it's not going to, oh my gosh. I thought it was going to be just stop at the 2. It does bounce into the end zone. What a nearly perfect kick. But he outpunted his coverage, as they say, and it's no good. Should trade for him? I don't know, man. He's probably not the guy you're looking for. He's probably really slow. Like, what was Deontay Brown's 40? I mean, him getting up to the second level. Oh, my gosh. A 5.45 40. Yeah, I don't think I want Deontay Brown anymore. I remember I did like him at one point because he was huge. What was his size? It was something, you know, he'd be good at the goal line, though. He's good to bring in heavy goal line. If you want to bring in a goal line package, bring in Deontay Brown, because what was his size? 6'4", 335 pounds. Just look at this big hunk of meat. Good grief, he looks like a bear. Oh my gosh, he's huge. Last year wasn't a deep lineman class. If we were going to load up on O-lineman, should have been 2020. Gotcha. Bettis makes his own hole. Yeah, Bettis makes his own hole. True. Want to say thank you for being here, Tim? Well, thank you, Neil. I'm over kickoffs. I think it gives teams an option. Do you want to kick off, or the other team kicks 5 yards from where they do now, or you get the ball at the 30? I see what you're saying. But I think it's not. I don't think that's the problem. Like, I actually don't think you address the problem, because it's the kickoff teams that want to kick it just short of the end zone. It's not the other way around. Why was Carr so upset? I don't understand. But yeah, now he's winning every game. When is Baker eligible to play? He's suited up tonight, is my understanding. Washington's 2020 draft is the best in recent memory. 2020 draft was pretty darn good. Chase Young, Cameron Curl. Oh my goodness. Why am I drawing a blank on so many of our players? Ugh. Those are the two off the top of my head. There's more. Here we go. Man in motion takes the snap. Play action, looking, scanning. Carr moving to his right. He's going to get it underneath, and it's going to be caught, but there is a flag on the play. Josh Jacobs makes the grab for 5-yard gain for now. What's the flag going to be? Oh, the Carr is pointing to the defense, so it looks like it's going to go against the Rams. James Smith-Williams, yeah, he's been a great addition. And I remember at the time I was laughing because he was a walking injury waiting to happen. He got hurt on doing the vertical. Like, he was so unlucky for so long, but, you know, knock on wood, he's been healthy for a while now, which is good. But yeah, he had mad injury problems. Ooh, holding. Ooh, yeah, he tackles Foster Moreau. Wagner gets called for it. Yeah, that was easy holding call on the defense. I had a 4-2 40 while I was breaking. Now I'm missing a leg and over the hill. We hadn't been a banned substance, I'd have played third for the Mariners in a different world. Wow. He was losing, yeah. His first start was last week, and I believe it was just one snap on special teams for the whole game. Who's that? Here we go. 2 receivers each side. Takes the snap, drops back. Blitz coming. Steps up, avoids it. And now throwing underneath and nearly intercepted. Looking for Adams. And Jalen Ramsey all over him on that one. Now to be hitting up 2nd and 10. Oh, Gibby. That was the second pick. It was a 3rd-round pick, but that was our 2nd pick. That's right. It was Gibby that year. Gosh, I don't know why I didn't think about that. Yeah, we had Gibby, Sadiq. We drafted Sadiq that year. We drafted Antonio Gandy Golden, who did not work out. Keith Ismail, I think we drafted. Here we go. Takes the snap. Hand up. Nope. Fakes it. And now it's a reverse on the end around. And Hollins has room to run. And he's going to get the first down. Gains like 15, 20 yards. Raiders. They are just beating down this Rams team right now. This is the exact opposite start if you were a Raiders fan. Like, good night almighty. Hudson, the linebacker, was on that draft too, Tim. Oh, that's right. Khalil Hudson, the Michigan Wolverine. Man in motion, takes the snap. Hand off to the left side. Cutting it up is Jacobs, and Jacobs will fall forward for a gain of about 3. Instead, I get high on weed and caffeine and try to go for manager trainee at Walden Books. Good sense of humor. Hudson, the linebacker, was on that draft too. Yep. Until Gandy Golden was the one everyone raved about. Yeah, he was an interesting guy. I was excited about him. I gave that pick an A. I thought he could be a discount Michael Thomas at the time. Unfortunately, he was a discount, I don't know, who's an old receiver that we drafted that stunk. Josh Dotson takes a snap, looking, rolling to his right, pumping, scanning, now throwing it, finally finding somebody open. It's Hollins again, up to the 40-yard line, and another first down for the Raiders. Great blocking up front for Derek Carr. Nice block by the right tackle. Ooh, that was... It looked like the defensive end was going to sneak into, potentially sack Carr through the middle, and the right tackle just took him for a ride. 1st and 10 here. 4.5 to go in the first quarter. Puts a man in motion. Now it's I formation. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here for Jacobs. Jacobs dives ahead for a gain of 4. Pushing the pile. This is going to be a blowout. The Rams are a really bad football team, so I agree. Didn't work out as I got a case of dementia due to me not wanting to say schizophrenia. What? Neil, I don't know what in the world you're on these days. What do we got going on right now? We got 34 of you in the house. I appreciate all of you being here. If you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe. Offset I formation to the left. Moreau moves in motion. Changing the play at the line is Carr. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Has pressure. Has to get rid of it. And does. But it tackled immediately is Johnson. Scott makes the tackle. And it's no gain. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. At the Rams' 36-yard line. So as it sits, it would be about a 54-yard field goal for Daniel Carlson. Daniel Carlson, a really good kicker in this league. Wofford did not even attempt to pass on the first drive. Yikes. Is Baker eligible to play? Yes. Rams are no longer saying, screw them picks, right? They're like, can I please have picks? All right, Raiders have to call timeout here. Play clock was winding down. 3:06 to go here in the first quarter. See what happens. You're already on 4th down. 2nd down just snapped on my TV. No, I'm on 3rd down. 3rd and 5th. Did I say 4th down? I meant third down. I'm sorry. That is an ugly owner. Oh my goodness. He needs a new haircut. Here we go. Two receivers each side. Carr in the shotgun. Adams in motion, stays on the right side, though. Takes the snap, delayed handoff here, and spinning and diving forward is only a gain of a yard up to the 34-yard line, and now it's going to be 4th and 4. And Carlson will come on to attempt the 52-yard field goal. Why is Baker not playing? I know he isn't good, but he's better than John Wolford, because he probably doesn't know the offense yet. I mean, he just got there. He doesn't know the checks. He doesn't know what's going on. He's probably going to need at least a week to feel comfortable, right? From the left hash. We have the snap, the hold. The kick is up and nearly blocked, but it is good. It would have only been good from 55 yards, so it barely snuck over, but he had to kick it over top of, I think that was Jalen Ramsey, who leaped over the center and was perfect positioned, but nice high kick by Carlson, kicking it over top of him and still knocking it through the uprights. So the Raiders are now up 10-0 here in the first quarter. 2:22 left to go. You know how you know Baker is so bad? The TH4 haters weren't asking for us to claim him off of the waivers to replace. True. Love this offense. Bring your lunch pail because we're going to take you to the woodshed. We are going to punch you in the mouth for 60 minutes. Eventually, we will kick your teeth in. The good old RSO. Screw LA. Yep. Here, I'll be right back. Hold on. Oh, no. Never liked LA to begin with. It's overrated. Do you think LA is screwed with having no picks? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because Aaron Donald might retire. Go back away. We are having a private discussion with your chair. Thanks. There's the kick. Carlson kicking it low again. It's going to be caught at about the 10-yard line. And Powell is going to get a good return here, though, getting out of bounds. Out of bounds around 34-ish yard line. So Wofford will have great field position here. Is Cooper Kupp not playing today either? Who in the world does the Rams have? Everyone is watching the game awards. 250K now? Wow. I wanted Mayfield. He's miles better than TH4. TH is a backup. Baker's a starter. He is an elite, but he's much better than Taylor. Y'all forget Baker has won a playoff game? Yeah, no thank you. Here we go. Wofford puts a man in motion. Takes the snap. Play action. Looking. Standing up. Going over to the right side. And he catches it. Excuse me. Throws it just over the defender is what I meant to say. Beautiful throw there by Wofford. And it's a first down, Rams. Gains like almost 20 yards. What a throw. Beautiful throw. Finding his man, Jefferson. Van Jefferson making the catch. And Harmon on the tackle. 1st and 10. Single back formation. 3 receivers bunched to the left. Wofford changing the protection. Takes the snap. Handoff. Nope. Play action. Rolling to his left. Looking. Scanning. Pumping. Now going to keep it himself and slide for a gain of about 5. They give him to the 39. It's up to 750K viewers now in less than an hour. New record, I think. Jeez. Talking about NFL or what? Or the whatever you're talking about. I don't know. Second and 4. Wofford under center. Up to the Raiders' 39-yard line. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here. Akers will only get a gain of about 2. And it's 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. So we will... Oh, wait. Mayfield's in the game. Oh, it was Mayfield who made the throw. Mayfield is in the game. I thought it was still Wofford. Okay. Well, nice throw there, Baker. Okay. No wonder they threw the ball. Here we go. 3rd and 2. 3 receivers to the right. Everybody at the line of scrimmage for the Raiders right now. Takes the snap. Dropping back. Looking. Going deep. Has a man and incomplete. Looking for Atwell. Hobbs on the coverage. No PI. No, wait. The flag comes out late? What? No way. They did not call pass interference here. Let's take a look at here. To me, it looked like no PI. No flag on the play. He gets his head around. He's in position. That would have been a bailout penalty here. No way you call that. And Sean McVay will settle for a field goal here with 11 seconds left in the first quarter. But he gets his head around. He has a right to cover the dude. And it's like hand-to-hand fighting is now legal as well. He gets his head around late. Like, no way. During the Brady years, the Pats traded down for most years. The misses in the draft mean less when you have 12 picks. True. But they also just had late first-rounders in general. Here we go from the left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. Good from 61 yards. Nice kick by the Rams. Who are the Rams kicker right now? The Rams kicker, he just knocked it through. I'll tell you here in a second. Because did they have the same kicker than they had last year? Oh, yeah, Matt Gay, of course. I'm an idiot. I should have known Matt Gay. Matt Gay's been good for a couple of years now. That's a dummy. Steam will take over by YouTube and Twitch Unlimited. Everything for $100. What? I don't think so. Steam's been around a long time. Why do you think it's going to take over? Can we get some of K, right? I don't know why she put this on my... I don't want this here anyway. I didn't even put this on there. I don't like it. I don't like it. Sorry. No festivities here. No, it isn't. Baker's misunderstood. He's a baller. He doesn't take any BS. No, thank you. No, he is not the leader you want on your team. He's extremely overrated. I mean, talk about a dude that had a tremendous run game and couldn't do jack squat with it in Cleveland. Absolutely not. No, thank you. Here we go. It's a pooch kick here, and Abdullah picks it up. He's going to get to the 25-yard line and some more up to the 31-yard line, and that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Don't know why the Rams are doing this, like, pooch kick stuff. Or, wait, the Raiders were doing it too. What is going on? Do these teams discuss what they're going to do beforehand. Wasn't it just the last game? Or no, was it Sunday night? The Cowboys and Colts game where like both teams were taking it out deep in the end zone every single time, and now we have pooch kicks from both teams. What is going on? Tim, I had to continue your Protex argument about Wentz today. Uh-oh. Nice. Roger Smith is sounding like Skip Bayless. What? Dude, I used to like Baker. Don't get me wrong. I was definitely a Baker fan coming out of that draft out of Oklahoma. I saw what you saw as far as a gamer, a guy that would just, I mean, he had a super strong arm. In high school, I saw a video basically kind of looking like what Heineke did on that 4th and 4, throwing it 50 yards downfield in high school, right? Like, I liked Baker Mayfield coming out of that draft. I really did. But the Browns were stacked last year. The Browns were stacked. A great offensive line. Talking about the best running back duo in the league. So many weapons on defense. Like, they were a really, really good team, and Baker Mayfield stunk. And all they could get was 500. Like, Cleveland was clearly a better team than what we are right now. And they ran your RSO, and yet they were still going 50% because Baker was bad. It sucks. Wentz eats sacks for a living and really wasn't that great for us. The team wants Taylor, and Taylor has fewer negative plays. So the reason to play Wentz ever again, yeah. Yeah, Protec wants Wentz back, yeah. Matt is about to retire. Baker is the new QB moving forward. And watch how Sean makes him great. We'll see. And you know what? And I hope that Baker is humbled in many ways and maybe can really work on his game and elevate what he's doing, because he does have tools to get there. But if I wasn't in the Rams situation where both my quarterbacks got hurt and my team is in disarray, I'm 3-9, and it's like, all right, you know what? I'll take a chance on Baker at that point. But being a 7-5-1 football team, we've won 6 out of our last 8 and only lost one of those. I had no interest in going after Baker Mayfield, and I'd rather just stick with Carson at that point. Here we go. Offset I formation, takes the snap, handoff again up the middle here for Jacobs. Jacobs dives ahead for a gain of 3 up to the 34-yard line. I could care less about gaming, but that trailer for Steam, well, then all movies, games, unlimited stream for $100. Well, oh, is that what they're saying? $100 a year? What, $100 a year and you can get anything you want? If that's the case, then that is taking over. That's actually a huge move for Steam. Here we go, man in motion. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Looking, scanning, throwing it over the middle. Caught by Hollins. Hollins dives ahead. And we'll get a gain of 7. Roger, I'm telling y'all, dude has been humbled. People have thrown him under the bus. He was hurt, but he was still battled and took the criticism. Good, I hope he is. I hope he is. You know, I don't hate Baker. As I said, I wanted Baker coming out of that draft. I was hoping we got Baker at pick number 13 instead of Daron Payne. And then he went number 1 overall. I was like, dang it, can't get my guy. 1st and 10. Carr under center. Takes the snap. Looking, delayed handoff up the middle here for Jacobs. Jacobs slipping a tackle, bouncing off another, falling forward, and he will get a gain of about 6 up to the 49-yard line. But there is a flag on the play. Illegal use of hands. Defense, Copeland again. That's his 2nd illegal use of hands to the face on the same player. Let's see. Yep, he's putting him in his throat. And yet, you can't do that. He's like choking out the offensive lineman. You can't do that if you're Copeland. That is stupid. Tim wanted Josh Rosen. I did not want Josh Rosen. Judge 2 Yanks he signed. I did not want Josh Rosen at all. Josh Rosen was vanilla to me. You go watch that UCLA offense, he was vanilla. I was like, why did people so hyped on him? 2 receivers to each side. Up to the 46-yard line now after the penalty. It'd be 1st and 10. 13 minutes to go here in the second quarter. They're up by 7. Takes the snap. Handoff to the right side. Jacobs now cutting it back up the middle. Diving ahead. And it'll be a gain of about 4 up to the 42-yard line. Josh Rosen has a fantastic arm, but everything else was his arm really did not impress me that much. Like, I'm watching him at UCLA, I wasn't like, whoa, what a cannon of an arm. He just seemed very, like, he was inside the offense doing what he was supposed to do. Like, he seemed to be decently accurate, but at the time. But here we go. Carr in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Takes a snap. Handoff. Ooh, setting up a reverse again to Hollins. And Derek Carr laying a block. And Collins is loose down the left sideline and tackled up to about the 25-yard line. Another big play. 1st down Raiders. I liked Rosen. His first win was the 49ers. That makes him good. There you go. Darnold had great stats in college. Darnold's stats were not even all that great. Sam Darnold's, you'd be surprised. When you go look at it, it wasn't like, whoa. I think he had a better junior year than a senior year or something. Maybe that was it. I don't remember having a strong opinion on Darnold or Josh Allen, to be honest. But I liked Baker Mayfield, and I did not like Josh Rosen. 2 receivers to each side. Carr in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Rolling to his right. Carr looking, scanning. Going to throw it over to the right side, and it'll be caught for a 1st down. Finding Cole. Keelan Cole makes the catch, and it'll be enough to move the chains again. 11:29 to go here in the second quarter. Clock continues to run. 1st and 10. Moses had fantastic mechanics and could make everything. He was NFL ready in terms of reading defenses, etc. His biggest problem wasn't that he was the leader and didn't leave and breathe football. Gotcha. Makes a man in motion. Now jet sweeping it to the right side, and he cannot slip the tackle. He goes down to his knee after a gain of about 5 or 6, though. It looks like 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4. Live and breathe. I knew what you meant. What do you think of Caleb Williams? I think Caleb Williams is a really good player. I actually like Caleb Williams a lot. 2nd and 4. 10.5 to go here in the second quarter. Under center. 2 receivers to each side. Takes the snap. Handoff to the left. Bouncing it. And nowhere to go. And there's flags. So it looks like going to be a loss of about 5 on the play. And probably a couple of holdings. Yep. Holding. Offense. Number 76. Ty Nseki gets called. No, it's Simpson. I thought Ty Nseki was 76. Wait, what number's... Oh, never mind. Ty Nseki was 76, but he plays for the Rams. I'm an idiot. Simpson, the right guard for the Raiders, just had to dive and try. Yeah, he tackles Gaines. Yeah, that was pretty easy call there. So they do decline it, though, because it's now 3rd and 9 after a loss of 3. He is 76, yeah. Think Williams out of USC has a chance to be Mahomes-like player? Oh, yeah. Caleb Williams isn't... I really... As I said, Caleb Williams, I've watched a couple of games of him, and he is... He's something special. I know, I'm hesitant to say Mahomes-like, but he is a really, really good quarterback. 3 receivers to the right, takes a snap, setting up the screen here. Cole is going to drop it, and the Rams recover it as if it's a fumble, but it is an incomplete pass. That ball definitely went forward, and the Raiders will have to settle for another field goal here, 10-3, and trying to make it back to a 10-point lead. Caleb's bad game probably was the pressure. Hopefully he learns from it. I mean, bad game's all relative, right? Because they did put up points, and he didn't throw an interception until he was trying to force it down 2 touchdowns. I think he had 3 touchdowns that game. He threw a nice pass to his receiver who fumbled the ball. Their defense couldn't stop anything. So I don't know if he had a horrible game, really. The left hash, the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And it is a 10-point lead now back for the Raiders. 9:40 to go here in the second quarter. No, I just know what I see. I just know what I see when I see it. Gotcha. And Baker is way better than TH4. Say what you want, but it's the truth. Baker has better tangibles, right? The stronger arm, like I don't know. Like, he has some better things that you could definitely look at than him. There's a reason he was the number 1 pick and Taylor Heineke was undrafted. So there's definitely some things there, but I don't want Baker in my future, so it's not like I'm interested in him. I would rather go with Howell than Baker. I want him to play in the Cotton Bowl. I hope he plays too. Well, he's not getting drafted this year, so he probably will play because he's a 2024 prospect. I'm not saying Baker isn't better than TH4. He probably is, but it's not saying much because Baker hasn't proved anything yet that he has to. I'm just saying, like, go back and watch the Cleveland, all right? They ran your RSO, and he still struggled. Baker never threw for over 700 yards in a game? I think the worst thing about TH is his weak arm. I just hate that man has a weak arm. If he had Wentz's arm, we wouldn't be talking about benching him, even if it made all the same mistake. Yeah, true. True. It's very true. Because, and you know that to be a fact, because Carson Wentz made a ton of mistakes when he was the starting quarterback, and he wasn't very good, and yet people still want to go back to Carson Wentz. Oh, yeah, in Old Dominion, he did have like a stupid high stat game. You're right. If TH had a stronger arm, he wouldn't be a commander. True. True. I agree, Mark. He's won a playoff game. Say what you want. Okay, I mean, that sounds ridiculous, if we're being honest. Because if you go back and watch that game, Ben Roethlisberger had 4 turnovers in the first half. He literally had like 4 turnovers in the first half. It was ridiculous. He was hurt all last year. He was not hurt all last year. Even when he wasn't hurt, they were still a 500 football team. There's the kick from Carlson. Carlson, another high pooch kick at the 5. And Powell's going to return it, and he's going to get tackled at the 22-yard line. Nice tackle by number 33. It's all social media stuff. It's why people like Justin Herbert or Zach Wilson, a throw that goes viral. That said, breaking news, Justin Herbert win percentage under 500. TH was well over. I don't know about well over, but it is over. But not well over. Was it like 3-4 games over? All right. 2 receivers to each side. Baker Mayfield under center takes a snap. Put a man in motion, takes and handing it off to Cam Akers. And he's going to get a gain of 5 or 6 on the play. He'd be on Mahomes, yeah. Tebow also had a playoff win, strangely, against Pittsburgh, too. You think Tebow is good because he won a playoff game? Yeah. Nick Chubb, Jarvis Landry, Myles Garrett, Kareem Hunt, Denzel Ward, David Njoku, and Moore. Yeah. And like a top 5 offensive line. Tim Tebow was good? Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here for Cam Akers. Akers will fall forward for a gain of about 3. When did Baker get hurt? Baker did not get hurt week 3. Baker Mayfield injury 2021. Week 2 of 2021, Baker suffered what turned out to be a catastrophic shoulder injury that marked the beginning of the end of his time in the Browns. All right, fine. He got hurt earlier than I thought. Takes the snap. Handoff to Cam Akers. Cam Akers will fight forward for a gain of 5 on 3rd and inches and get the first down. Tim Tebow had the ultimate Heineke factor. You ain't lying. He should have transitioned to tight end, or shouldn't. Browns team is the best single-year roster in at least a decade, stacked everywhere. Yeah. Takes a snap, play action, looking, setting up, going over to the left side, caught by Atwell, and Atwell makes a guy miss. And Tutu Atwell will get a nice gain of about 20 yards in the play, and Baker Mayfield with another strike. Okay. They're trying to make something out of Baker Mayfield right now. All right, there we go. Take the snap. Because TH4 is our Messiah. Here we go. 1st and 10. 2 receivers to each side. Atwell in motion, takes a snap. Look, well, nowhere to go. Something didn't happen right. I don't know if it running back went the wrong way, or maybe, I guess it had to be Baker Mayfield went the wrong way, right? Brand new to this offense. He was not ready for whatever, and he ends up losing 2 yards on it because he turned around to hand it off, and nobody was there. Second and 11. 2 receivers to each side. Swarenick in motion, now pitching it to the right side. Max Crosby all over it. He has to cut it back inside, and he gets tackled for a 2-yard loss by my boy. Trayvon Merrick was my dude in the 2021 NFL draft. I wanted Trayvon Merrick bad. I don't know how good he's playing for the Raiders this year or what the Raiders think about him, but I loved me some Trayvon Merrick out of TCU. 3rd and 13. Third and 13. Oh, the Rams are going to have to waste a timeout here. With 5:37 to go, they're going to see what they want to draw up. And they do take the timeout. Oh no, Jesus fell 3 times. He has only lost once. I look into Tim Google Play points and iTunes points will be new currency for that Steam stuff. 2023 Tim Best Broadcaster. Ooh. Thanks, channel. I guess you said I meant I'd look into it, Tim. Or I look into Tim Google Play. I'm not sure. My favorite picture in the world is going into Discord. It is in memes. Uh-oh. There you go. Don't really care. All I know is we need a QB. Draft one or sign Huntley or somebody because QBs we have are garbage. And if Sam was special, he would be starting already. I don't know about all that. 3rd and 13. 5:37 to go here in the second quarter. Mayfield in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. Up to the 45-yard line of the Raiders. 3rd and 13 takes the snap. 4-man rush. Man-to-man defense. Stepping up. Throwing it over the middle of the field. And has Squadronic. Notre Dame alum. Comes up with a big catch. And Baker Mayfield makes a beautiful throw down the middle of the field and gets the first down. Nice throw. Ooh, should have been illegal hands to the face. Face mask on Max Crosby. But here we go. Mayfield under center. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here. Akers fumbles! And he gets the ball back. How lucky was that? I'm pretty sure Cam Akers got that back. The refs are still looking. They're still looking. Who has it? And the Raiders do have it! And the fight at the bottom of the pile gives it to the Raiders. Was it Max Crosby that forced the fumble? Sean McVay is upset. Let's take a look. No, it was Chandler Jones who punched it out. I don't know who got the football, but Max Crosby's pumped up. He looked like he did not have it, but I would be curious. It looked like Cam Akers got that football back when he was on his butt, but I could be wrong. I'm in the truck talking to y'all and watching the game. True. Tim, on film review, how are running backs blocking in the pass game? My sense is not very well. They didn't really do much in the pass game at all. Like, I feel like they were supposed to, like, help chips for some tight ends and everything, and they would never touch them. Like, I don't remember ever seeing, like, if they did block, it was very rare, honestly. It's almost like they never do block. Oh, my God, Chandler Jones finally did something? Yeah. All good man just messing around. That wasn't Baker's fault. Too bad for the Rams. Punch it out. Oh, yeah, definitely not Baker's fault. Definitely not Baker's fault. We got 48 of you in the house. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're only 18 subscribers away from 4,200, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. His 3 catches are 22 yards. Oh, yeah, look at that. 22, 22, and 21. Van Jefferson screwed it up. You going to stream the Giants versus Eagles game? Potentially. I think I should. I probably will. It's at 1 o'clock, right? Probably should. I'll say yeah. That's going to be a good one. So who is going to sign Ariza now that he is going to jail? Is Ariza's going to jail? Are you talking about the NBA player? Or what Ariza are you talking about? Trevor Ariza? Josh Rosen season. Oh, Matt Ariza. Oh, Buffalo. The Buffalo punter. Is he actually going to jail? That's not good. Derek Carr in the shotgun. 2 running backs in the backfield. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here for Jacobs. Jacobs throwing a man off of him, and he's going to get a nice gain of 7-ish yards. Josh Jacobs up to 14 carries, 40 yards, and a touchdown on the day, having himself a day early. Already on pace for 80 yards and a touchdown or more. He's almost on the 100-yard game pace if he does get to 50 before the first down. No, there it is. Actually, sorry, that was the 8-yard carry. They just added that to it. So, yeah, he's already on pace for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. Takes the snap, handoff to the left side, cutting it up the middle is Jacobs and gets another first down. He's at 50 with 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. No charges getting filed. They said there was no chance of conviction, so no charges will be filed. Oh, did you say he's not going to jail? Oh, I read that wrong. I thought you said now that he is going to jail. Now that he isn't. Oh. Interesting. I don't know. That's a good question. Here we go. Under center. Takes a snap. Fakes the jet sweep. Now play action as well. Looking to set up. Going to throw it underneath. Caught by Jacobs. And Jacobs will just dive ahead for what he can. Gets about 7 or 8 yards on the play. Just over 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter. In and out. More ad revenue for the Tim. There you go. Thanks, Neil. Excuse me. Right, Bod, he is a flag football mentality. Oh, talking about Turner, yeah. They aren't taught to block. True. 2nd and 2. Under center. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle for Jacobs. Jacobs cutting it all the way back. Stiff arms a man and has room to run. Barreling through a tackler. And he's going to get up to about the 43-ish yard line. Josh Jacobs continuing to pour it on here over LA. He's got 17 carries, 58 yards, and a touchdown, and we're not even at halftime yet. Yeah, this... Dude, I've been saying I think Josh Jacobs is a serious talent for a while, right? And I think at one point I even put him in my top 5, and people said I was crazy. Like, I knew Josh Jacobs was a stud. And I'm glad that Josh McDaniels is finally utilizing him, unlike John Gruden was. Here we go. And they do allow it to go to the 2-minute warning here, trying to get him to jump off sides. Didn't work. At their own 43-yard line, they still have 2 timeouts here, trying to extend their lead going into halftime. The Raiders did get the ball first, so the Rams will get the ball coming out of half, and we'll go from there. Cameraman may have to beware. Devontae Adams can get a little pushy. Oh. That's funny. I forgot about that. This is a real offense. Take your will away, beat you down in the fourth quarter. They will give up nothing they can do to stop it. Can we all admit now John Gruden was mostly a narrative or character we made up in heads? He was never there. He's a figment of our imagination. Dan is selling the team. I hope so. Or did something just pop up that you're talking about? There was some vid I didn't check on yesterday about Bezos being close to a deal. No clue if it was bait or not. Fair. It probably was. If that was true, it would be everywhere. You know, like that's kind of one of those things. It wouldn't just be some random video. You know what I mean? Like Dan Snyder selling. Sale updates. Yeah, this would be everywhere. There's no way that's true. I'm sure it was just bait. Raiders as a team up to 101 yards on the ground. They're beating them down. Here we go. 2 receivers each side, takes the snap, play action. They're going to do another reverse, and it looks like it's going to work again. Hollins gets another gain of 7, and Hollins right now have 3 carries for 40 yards. The Rams still not prepped and ready to go on the third reverse here. I mean, there's games that you go through that you never see a reverse by a team. They've ran it 3 times here in the first half, and their worst run was a 7-yard gain. They've gotten a couple of 16, 17-yard gains as well. Here we go. Puts a man in motion, takes a snap, handoff up the middle here for Jacobs, and this time nowhere to run, and he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain, rather. Gains, and Harold in on the tackle. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Raiders. I saw it too bad, but didn't say anything about it. Yeah. I'm kind of like, I'll believe it when I see it, you know. I'm not buying into the close to a deal, or, you know, it's rumored that. No, is it done or is it not done? You know, don't play with my emotions. Will they keep Ron and get rid of Scott? I'm hoping Scott gets hired as a head coach somewhere else. That would be awesome. Here we go. 3rd and 3. 2 receivers each side. Carr in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Drops back. 4-man rush. Has time. Going deep. Has a step on his man and makes the grab. Davante Adams is the best receiver in football. Davante Adams is the best receiver in football. What in the world? One-on-one with Jalen Ramsey, and he is just dusting him. Ramsey has no shot. And then how does he make this catch? It's not even a great throw. Just the concentration, the feet in bounds, the one-handed catch earlier. Davante Adams is the best receiver in football. He just is. I love Terry, and I wouldn't give up Terry for anything. But 79 catches, 1,176 yards, 12 touchdowns, not including what's going on tonight. It's just the best. He's just the best. You know, some people are saying, oh, he's only good because he had Aaron Rodgers throwing to him, blah, 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 blah. No, he's just the best. I would give up Terry for Davante Adams. I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. I would never give rid of Terry. I love Terry. He's more than just a receiver for our team. He's the leader. He's got a great head on his shoulders. He's a role model. He's so many things. We drafted him. He's homegrown. Love Terry McLaurin, but Adams is the best. 2 receivers each side. Carr in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back to pass. Rolling to his right, has to buy time, chasing around, and he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage here. He just had to run it out of bounds. 1 minute and 4 seconds left here in the second quarter. D-Hop took that personally. I love D-Hop too. D-Hop's a stud. D-Hop's really good. And with J.J. Arcega-Whiteside? What? How can you say that when Treadwell is still in the league? Davante Adams might end up top 10 receivers all time. Maybe, dude. But good grief. The Raiders are a team you don't want to see in the playoffs, if I'm being honest with you. Just looking at their roster and looking at their situation here. 2nd and 10, takes a snap, drops back. Looking, steps up. Carr throwing it underneath. It'll be caught by Adams. Tackled immediately by Bobby Wagner at the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5 here for the Raiders. But the Raiders are a team that you really don't want to see in the playoffs. You know, they started off really slow. If they could sneak their way somehow and get into the playoffs, they can. If they win out, they're at 10-7. Now that's unlikely that they win out. I'm sure that their schedule is. They do have the Chiefs, the final game of the year. If the Chiefs lock up the 1st seed, they have the Patriots next week, the Steelers, the Niners, and the Chiefs. The Niners are definitely going to need to win that game. So if they can somehow get by the Niners, if they win out and get to 10-7, I think I don't know. Will 10-7 even get them in? Their slow start may have been too much. Here we go. 2 receivers each side. One goes in motion now to the right. Carr in the shotgun, takes the snap. Looking, pressure's coming, has to throw it, flicks it to the end zone, and it's intercepted! And it's a super dangerous throw with people all around him, and he just slings it into the air in the middle of the field, and Jones comes away with an interception. He got hit from behind as he threw, looking for Hollins, and Hollins was covered as well. That was a highly ill-advised throw by Derek Carr. Oh, no. The only good thing is, though, is that they're playing the Rams, who maybe are not that good. But I don't know. Baker Mayfield seems to be playing pretty decent. I wonder what the spread is right now with the Raiders up 10. I might actually throw, if it's a high spread here, I think I'm going to throw some money on the Rams, honestly. I don't think the Rams are going to win, but I think the Rams may make a little comeback here. Believe it or not. Not that they're going to win, as I said. Man, all they're giving me is 10.5. They were 6.5 point favorites to start the game. That's bogus. Cam Akers and Josh Jacobs to combine for 200 rushing yards? That's interesting. It's an interesting prop bet. Jacobs currently sitting at 18 carries at 58 yards. Akers at 8 carries, 26. I don't know. That's an interesting bet. And I'm getting 420 plus 420 on the odds. Van Jefferson and Devontae Adams combined for 220. So over 200. I don't like that. I don't know. I was hoping they were going to give me like 13.5 or something. Even 16.5. Because as I said, the Raiders were definitely favorites. But they're only giving me minus 10.5. I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, I could totally see the Raiders still winning this game by 10. And then that means they probably could sneak to 13. I don't know. I don't like it. That was a TH4 pass. Yeah. But TH4 would have completed it. The rest of the Raiders players started carrying and buying in after Derek Carr started crying at the podium the other week. True. Derek Carr Repair Shop is going to get some business. Parham. The offensive lineman for the Raiders, Parham. Isn't that Dylan Parham from Memphis, I think? Here we go. Takes a snap. Looking to throw. Quick throw over to the right side and looking for his tight end, Higbee. And it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. What up, Noah? How's it going? Same sorry old Rams only play defense in the red zone. Yeah. He just flicked it up in the air. He really did. That was a really bad pass. And that is why the 5 and 7. I don't know about all that. 2 receivers to each side. Baker in the shotgun takes the snap. Looking to throw. Step it up. Throwing it to the left side. Looking for Tramble. And it's incomplete. Good coverage there by the Raiders. He was all over it. And it's 3rd and 10. It's number 27, Webb, on the coverage. Does Baker Mayfield look like the savior of the Rams? No. No. But he's actually looking solid. I wouldn't say, like, the reason I say no is because there is no saving the Rams. They're done-ski. But here we go. Under center. Takes a snap. Play action. Handoff up the middle. And diving ahead. We'll get a gain of 5. How come you don't play music in videos anymore? Because I don't like what is free and it's weird. Oh, they're going to run the ball and they're going to end the half. The Rams are going to be content to not try to force the issue here. It is 4th and 5. And then the Raiders didn't call a timeout. That was interesting as well. Both teams just okay with settling. Oh, wait, no, the Raiders had no timeouts, so that's why. Okay, well, there you go. Derek Carr, let's go ahead and let's just go through the first half stats here. So you have the Raiders 13, Rams 3. Derek Carr, 9 of 13, 126 yards and an interception. Had a really bad interception right before half right there. Baker Mayfield, 3 for 6, 65 yards. No touchdowns, no picks. Leading rushers, Josh Jacobs, 18 carries, 58 yards and a touchdown. Cam Akers, 8 carries, 26 yards. Devontae Adams leading all receivers with 3 catches, 71 yards. And Baker Mayfield has 3 different receivers, all with over 20 yards on a single catch. Skowronek, Atwell both have 22 yards apiece on 1 catch, and Jefferson has 21. Leading at tacklers for both teams, you had 9 for Wagner and 3 for Clelin Ferrell. Daniel Carlson has made both of his field goals and an extra point. Matt Gay has made his only field goal. You had team stats. 15 first downs to 4 with the Raiders on top. Holy moly. 15-4. You had 4 for 7 on third down Raiders and 2 for 5 for the Rams. Killing them in the yards so far. Total yards, 235 for the Raiders and 95 for the Rams. You have a turnover apiece now. Cam Akers fumbled. He was punched out by Chandler Jones, recovered in a big pile. We don't even know who ended up actually getting it. And time of possession has gone so far to the Raiders here, 1950 to 10-10. And there is Yuki telling me to check Twitter posts. Let's do it. Twitter posts. What do we got today? What do we got? Based. You asked for it. You got it. Week 14 QB power rankings. Mahomes, Hurts, Burrow, Allen, and Geno Smith in the top 5 is... That's something, isn't it? That is something. You put Geno Smith at number 5. That's... I know he's having a good year, but man, he's a top 5 quarterback in the league now. That's your take. Top 5. Okay. So that's your top 5. Heineke sits at number 20. Pretty much expected, you know? Who really thinks it's that much different than what that should be? Geno Smith has more games with 100-plus passer rating than everyone in the NFL. Fair enough. How is Herbert above Dak or Tua? Dookie list. So are the Raiders figuring it out, or are they just been playing garbage teams? I mean, they beat the Seahawks, which was definitely a good win for them, considering where the Seahawks are. Who else did they play? I don't know. It's interesting. Most yards per touch this season. Pollard is 6.4. Etienne is 5.8. Jacobs is 5.8. And Christian McCaffrey is 5.6. Jacobs studly, man. Absolutely studly. Jalen Hurts record over his last 18 starts, 16-2. That's pretty darn good, isn't it? Amon St. Brown is the first Lions player ever with 800 receiving yards in each of his two first seasons. That is an interesting stat considering they had Calvin Johnson at one point. Wow. Good for Amon St. Brown. Devontae Adams has 7 receiving touchdowns of 30-plus air yards. Most since Randy Moss in 2007. Wow. Tom House QB Guru says that he believes Caleb Williams is the second coming of Patrick Mahomes. Look, I hesitate to say the second coming of Patrick Mahomes. That's just where I'm at. But I will say I think he's really, really good quarterback. Really, really good. What up, Demaya? How you doing? Welcome. To be honest, I don't care if we win or lose to Tampa. We need to start to win next week. Gotcha. Daniel Jones. I'm almost certain that the Raiders winning came about with the more touches to Josh Jacobs. Yeah, Josh Jacobs is studly. I don't know what they were doing earlier in the season, but Jacobs is winning games. He had 300 yards against the Seahawks. Geno's a good QB, though. Never get the shot he deserved. Fair enough. It's the coaching. Shane Waldron as Geno looking like an elite QB. That's why I was so hard on our OC. I feel that. All right. Police sources tell League of Justice that there have been steady police presence outside of the home of Antonio Brown since Thursday, and he believes he is still inside his home, passively refusing to surrender. AB still is wanted by the police. Jeez. Two GMs on the hot seat are Texans Nick Caserio and Jaguars Trent Bulk. Two GMs, huh? What do you think is the worst trade in NFL where a team got fleeced? Has to be, in my opinion, I think there's two that come to mind immediately. The Ricky Williams trade, even though Washington really didn't do anything with those picks, but like 7 picks or whatever it was, 7-8 picks for one player is insane, especially a running back of all positions. And then the other one is San Francisco's trade with the Bears for Mitch Trubisky. They moved one spot down, got the guy they still wanted, and more picks. I don't know how well everybody turned out on that, but I thought that was a really good move for the... oh, yeah, you agree. Yeah, that one was a great trade by the Niners to move up one spot, and then the Niners still got whoever they wanted. Solomon Thomas was the pick. Dallas trade of what's his name, the HB that built their entire dynasty. Oh, was it Herschel Walker? Or something? Yeah, Herschel Walker. Yeah. The 49ers got the guy they were going to take anyway. Yep, exactly. Roger Smith, he had his shot in New York. It's just he was coached by a moron, and his system didn't fit Geno. Yeah, Adam Gase was horrible. Adam Gase was probably the Geno Smith era, right? If I were to guess. That's the most of the coach's problem. They make you do what they want instead of doing what the players does best. True. Did he lose? Herschel Walker lose? Herschel versus Warnock? Raphael Warnock won the runoff. Raphael Warnock won 51% of the vote, 51.5% over Herschel Walker. And I think Raphael Warnock won in the original, but he didn't have a majority. He only had a plurality or something. I don't know how the runoffs work. Or do they like automatically do a runoff when it's like within a point and a half or something? I don't know. Who cares? Who cares? But nope, Herschel Walker did not become a senator. He won by like 4%. If you don't get 50%, there's an auto runoff. Okay, that's what it is. Yeah, so he didn't have a majority. He just had a plurality. Gotcha. Herschel Walker lost the senator race, and he lost his battle with the English language. Oh, gosh. Georgia, you have to get 50% to avoid a runoff. Gotcha. Thank God he's such a moron. Yeah, I don't know. The only thing I know about him is he's a Republican, and he played running back. that's the extent. And then apparently he had some sort of like accusations of abuse or something. I don't know. I have not listened to one Herschel Walker speech. I couldn't tell you a single thing he's talking about. Like, I don't know if he's a Republican that's a big Trumper. I don't know if he's a Republican that is anti-Trump. I have no idea. But he lost. So it's Raphael Warnock wins again. He likes to pay for abortion he lied about. He likes to pretend he was on the police force and in the FBI. Jeez. Thank goodness that moron lost. He had no business even trying to be a senator. That dude is dumb as a box of rocks. Please. He would have been a pawn for Trump with the neo-fascists. I gotcha. Fair enough. He also is a police officer. Is he a police officer or is he not? I'm getting mixed reviews. I really don't know much about Herschel Walker at all. Funny, Tim, I've listened to many Herschel Walker speeches, and even I couldn't tell you what he's saying. Oh, gosh. Oh, jeez. But shoot, I probably know more about Herschel Walker than I do Raphael Warnock. I don't know. Other than he's a Democrat. But after the, I don't know. Was he a running back too when he played high school ball? There has to be a smart Republican who could run for office in Georgia. Straight CTE. Oof. That dum-dum ain't no police officer. He wish he was. Warnock is the pastor of MLK's church. Oh, okay. Walker would have put Georgia down to crap. Well, he would have been a senator, so he wouldn't have done much for Georgia. He would have been a state senator. He would be representing the country, like representing Georgia as far as voting for things in the country. He wouldn't have had any real effect on, I guess, like other than just like standard like politicians swaying things, I guess, by putting your weight behind things. But he wasn't like voting on laws or stuff in Georgia. But only thing I know about the D is he was a preacher or something, apparently at MLK's church. Are there any Commanders games going to get flexed? Yeah. The next one is against the Giants. It's a night game. Commanders should be primetime every week. We haven't lost any primetime games. I know we looked through it. I think we're like 6-2 with Ron Rivera in primetime, which is pretty incredible considering what we were before. We will miss, 4 years of comedy of him talking in committee meetings. He was pushed through school because he was a star running back. He could barely read. That's why it was a joke for. Okay, I got you. What up, Jarvis? I feel like they may flex the us versus Niners. That could be an interesting one to flex. I mean, both teams highly in the playoff contention. That's a good one. But so is the rematch of Giants-Eagles. That'll be a big one. Too bad Tim won't stream the next Thursday night game. I know, dude. Wait, no, the next one? I will stream the next one. It's the one after that. Here we go. There's the catch, and it's going to be running to the right. Nope, zigzagging around, and he gets tackled only at the 17-yard line. So the second half is on their way. Here we go. All right. What do the Rams have in the tank? Here we go. Baker Mayfield under center. 2 receivers each side at the 18-yard line. Puts a man in motion, takes the snap. Play action. Baker stepping up, throwing it to the left side, and incomplete. Uh-oh. Sorry, Roger. Not a very good throw there. He underthrows him severely. I forgot, you're not watching the game. I have to describe it to you. But, yeah, on the out route, he had a clean pocket, and he just threw it into the dirt. And I guess that must be if you're going to give him a built-in excuse here, he doesn't have chemistry with the receivers. So I guess maybe he thought that the receiver was going to break earlier than he actually did, and it's incomplete. 2 receivers to each side. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun, takes the snap, drops back. Four-man rush, looking, scanning. Now has to flushed out to his left. Still looking, and he's going to keep it himself, and he runs out of bounds for a gain of 7, tripping over the first down marker man, the chain crew. So it's a gain of 6 with Baker Mayfield's legs. Your O-line better be on fire that first game, Yuki. There you go. Is Stafford coming back next year? I don't know. He is older now. He's like 37, so he could retire. If we mix TH4 Baker, they would be on target every play. Yeah, overthrows and underthrows. Yeah, there you go. 3rd and 4. Kicks that leg up. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Gets rid of it quickly over to the right side, and he finds a man. Caught for a first down is Tramble. Gain of 5, and then he'll move the chains on 3rd and 4. Under 14 minutes to go here in the third quarter. This is the opening drive of the second half. Rams got the ball first. He got hit as he threw as well, and still found a way to connect with that ball. Max Crosby all over it. And it is a first down. They're up to the 29-yard line, their own 29-yard line. Cam Akers, the single back. 3 receivers bunched to the right. Single one on the left. Now one goes in motion. Atwell goes in motion to the left side. Takes the snap. Play action. Baker looking, stepping up, pumping. Now tries to escape, and he will not. Nearly lost the football. Good job, Baker, not losing it. Potential fumble risk there. But he does maintain it, but he is going to be a loss of at least 4 on the play. Stafford's only 34? Ooh, okay. I thought he was older. I thought he was older, but my fault. I guess he was drafted number 1 overall 2009, right? 2009 he was drafted number 1 overall. Oh, shoot. It was actually a loss of 9, not a loss of 4. I missed 5 yards there. All the way back up to their own 20. Takes the snap. Steps up. Avoids the rush. Somehow stays on his feet. Now we're going to throw it underneath and underthrows Williams again. Second underthrow coming away from Baker Mayfield on this drive. But he did a good job not taking a sack on that one. And now he'll look on 3rd and 19 to not get sacked here by Crosby. Crosby putting the pressure on. Chandler Jones also putting pressure. Good help from both tackles. They let pressure come, but they did not let him get sacked. So 3rd and 19 now. 12.5 to go in the third quarter. At their own 20. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun. Deep defense right now from the Raiders. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Oh, fumbles the snap. Quick throw over to the right side, and it's incomplete. Thrown in the dirt again. That's the 3rd throw from Baker Mayfield in the dirt. There's a flag on the play. Most likely a legal man downfield or maybe a pass interference. The play was not quite up to snuff. Yep, ineligible man downfield. He fumbled the snap, so he didn't get the ball out quickly enough, so the offensive line already got downfield. Makes sense, and it will bring up 4th down here. 4th down and 19. 21 when he was drafted, I got you. Roger, you sure about Baker? It's hard to judge Baker off this, right? I mean, he literally just joined the team 3 days ago, right? 2 days ago, and he's already playing. It's actually pretty incredible that he's doing anything well. Oh, no! Huge mistake by the Rams. Harris is upset about it, but he had tackled him way before the ball got there. What are you arguing with the refs about? You clearly made a mistake, Harris. Whoever this guy is. Just absolutely waylaid Cole. Oh, wait, no. He's saying he got pushed? Oh, that's what he was arguing about. Oh, he gets shoved into the man there, the return man, and actually, you know what? He has a legitimate argument. That dude two-hand shoved him into the returner. That flag actually should be picked up. Fair enough. Fair play, Harris. I was wrong on the initial. It looked like he just ran into him. But no, that replay clearly shows he was two-hand shoved on the left shoulder right into him, and there's no way he could avoid it because the return man was also running to the left. He got pushed to the left directly into him. And there's also a holding on the other end. Yep, Terry McCauley also agrees. Like, there's nowhere for him to go. Like, when he got shoved by the... Like, he would have loved to have avoided him to the left, but he got shoved to the right. There was no way he could avoid it. So there's two... No, wait. Looks like they are going to keep the flag here. They're talking to Josh McDaniels of how they want to do it, but I think there's a legitimate argument. Baker Murray, what's up with Oklahoma QBs? 2 fouls on the play, both by each team. Oh, they don't pick up the flag. Holding, return team, number 20. The Raiders elect to re-kick the football. Why do they have the right to re-kick it? Wouldn't both teams get the choice here? Because both of them had penalties on the play. But I guess if... I don't know. What is going on here? They choose to re-kick. I'm confused. I don't know what... I don't know how that's supposed to be handled either. I'm trying to think of it logically. So you have a punt. There's a flag on both teams, right? It has to be replayed down at that time, right? Like, one team gets to choose to accept the penalty, the other one doesn't. Like, so 4th and 19, like the holding just goes away, but the Raiders get what they want even though they also committed a penalty. I don't know. That's weird. And it is a really bad punt on the second one, too. Probably right around the same yardage point, though, at the 42-yard line of the Raiders. So good field position coming here for the Raiders, but that is kind of a confusing way. Yeah, ad revenue, man. I appreciate it. You bring me 4 games a week, the Tim. I'll give you 4 minutes when I'm in and out of YouTube Live, bro. With my thanks, thinking my phone's camera is cheap now, though. Well, I appreciate it, man. Perkins stinks. They always went through that, yeah. Give the man time to learn the offense. Just needs to be able to play in the game. Just being able to play in the game is incredible. Yeah, it is, honestly. Sean needs to protect Baker, though. Well, their O-line is horrible. But that is a weird thought that we got to think about. So on that punt, they punted it away. While the ball was in the air, the Raiders held the Rams. So Raiders were receiving, Rams were punting. So they hold the Raiders on the way down. Clearly, terrible hold. Then on the other side, they kick. On the other team, the Rams get illegal running into the return man on like he didn't give him a chance to catch the football. And there's an argument of that probably shouldn't have been called anyway, but it was called and it is what it is. Let's just say it is. Shouldn't it automatically be both penalties negate each other and redo the down automatically? Holding is a spot foul, isn't it? Or is that blocking in the back? Well, it wouldn't have been a spot foul on that because it was held way before. So it would have been a spot foul at where he caught the football. Right? That's what they would do. Basically, wherever the ball was received, that's where they would call it. But you have a flag on each team during the play, and yet on that play, they allowed the Raiders to decide whether they wanted to accept the penalties or re-kick. It was up to them. But the Rams are like, what? What about my choice? Like, they held. I guess maybe both teams decided. I don't know. That's weird. They're saying Ty and Seki at left tackle. Yeah, that's bad for LA. Yeah. They're starting that way. Yeah. All right, 1st and 10. Carr under center takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here for Jacobs, and Jacobs will fall forward for a gain of 2. There's the flag. Holding. Offense. Number 45. 10-yard penalty. The fullback, Johnson, gets called for holding. So now that'll set up 1st and 20. Well, if the foul on the kicker was 15 yards... Well, if the foul on the kicker was 15 yards, play those are auto first downs? No. It wasn't on the kicker. Sorry, it was on the receiving team. It was a roughing the punt returner. The return man. Here we go. Carr under center again. Single back formation. Takes a snap. Play action. Setting up in the pocket. Throwing it over the middle. Has a man, but incomplete is Foster Moreau. And Keelan Cole. I'm not sure. That was a weird play design. You had 2 guys basically in the same spot running opposite directions. Very dangerous here. And you threw the football there. Cole and Foster Moreau were basically right there as the ball got there in the same spot, running opposite directions. You're really asking your players to get crushed there. I feel like somebody had to have ran the wrong route. I mean, you're randomly meshing at about 15 yards downfield. 2nd and 20. That is very odd. Here we go. 2 running backs in the backfield. 2nd and 20 now at their own 32-yard line. Takes the snap. Delayed handoff. Getting it to Jacobs. Running it to his right. Has room to run, and he's going to get... Oh, he fumbles it as he hit the ground, but I'm sure the ground caused the fumble. Uh-oh. His right hand... Is he okay? I think his right hand is... Or maybe he just hit the funny bone. Maybe he just hit the funny bone. His right arm is in pain right now. His elbow is definitely down. His right arm and hand hit the ground first, and he was definitely in pain. All right, here we go. 3rd and 5. Takes the snap. Carr looking, scanning, has pressure, has to roll to his right. He does. And he's going to run it himself, diving ahead, but he's going to be well short. He's going to be a whole yard short on the 4th down. Definitely not a first down. But now they have a decision to make. They just get past midfield at the 49. 4th and 1. Will the Raiders go for it here? I'm hoping that Josh Jacobs, for Jacobs' sake, is just getting hurt. As far as, like, he... kind of tweaked his funny bone or something. Wagner does clean that up. Oof. 4th and 1, they're going to settle for a field goal. I mean, for a punt, rather. All right, there's the punt from Cole. And it's going to be fair, caught at about the 14-yard line by Tutu Atwell. No, by Powell, rather. Excuse me. All right. Interesting decision at the 49-yard line, 4th and 1. You've been running the ball quite well today, and you opt to not run the football there. Seemed like pretty good field position to potentially go for it on 4th and 1, but I guess they don't want to give the Rams any chance at momentum with stopping them on 4th and 1. I don't know. That's weird. Bettis makes a hole. Don't be a broken hand. Yeah, I don't know what his injury is at the moment, but he definitely was in pain. And if anybody knows about the funny bone is definitely shocking to your arm. But I don't know. It could be worse. We haven't heard any updates, of course. It just happened. We'll keep an eye out for that. We lit. What up, Big Simp? It was fun with you and ProTech yesterday. I had fun. It's actually not Dr. Pepper. It's Cherry Coke Zero. I was at the 7-Eleven the other day, and my wife actually wanted a Dr. Pepper. So I got her a Dr. Pepper, and they said it's buy one, get one free. So, or something like that. And so I was like, okay, I'll just go get a Coke. And they had no Coke, so I got a Coke, Cherry Coke. Big Simp coolin'. Sounds good. All right. Raiders 13, Rams 3. Rams are going to get the ball here. Baker Mayfield down by 10. Does he have something here in the tank? Do the Raiders and Steelers play each other this year? I don't think so. I don't think so. Here we go. Under center is Baker. Takes the snap, handoff up the middle here. And barreling forward is Williams. Nice carry for a gain of 9 on the play. Just had a big hole right up the middle. Well done. Right. Oh, the Raiders do play the Steelers in a couple weeks. They play them on week 16. If so, that's a humongous matchup. Humongous. Here we go. Baker Mayfield. 2nd and 1. Takes the snap. Again, handing it off to Johnson. Johnson's going to cut it to the left side. Stiff-arming a man and out of bounds with a nice gain. Beautiful first down up to about the 30-yard line. Starting to run the football. There you go. Good read there by Williams, just getting out immediately. I'm not sure familiar with this Williams guy. Kyron Williams does kind of sound familiar a little bit. He was a 5th-round pick out of Notre Dame. He was the running back for Notre Dame. Okay. Here we go. 2 receivers each side. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Play action. Looking, stepping up. Throwing it to the left side and incomplete. Him and Van Jefferson were not on the same page. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. All right, off to watch tape on the Commanders' victory versus the Eagles and try to fathom a Giants win. All right, sounds good, man. 2nd and 10. 9 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. 11:17 to go here. No. 9 minutes to go here. All right. Baker Mayfield under center. Puts a man in motion. Now Skorvinick goes in motion. Oh, Baker Mayfield is going to have to take a timeout here. Too much motions, too much going on. Didn't know exactly what to do, so you have to take a timeout and move on. Ooh, not good right now for Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs still getting looked at on the sideline. That means it's not a funny bone. He seems to have hurt that right hand. Interesting enough, when he hit the ground, and I'm not a scientist, so it's his pinky finger. Okay, so it's his. He hurt his right pinky. All right, noted. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun. Oh, trying to set up a screen, and guess who? Max Crosby bats it down. No shot, no chance. Don't even screen his way. Try again next time. 3rd and 10 for the Rams. So, yeah, this is this. So what I was gonna say, it was kind of weird. So when he hit the ground, his middle finger kind of like flexed where the other ones didn't. Like, he didn't hit the ground and go like this, but he went like that. I thought maybe it's something to do with his middle finger, but it didn't. Here we go. Here's a blitz, but they pick it up well, stepping up, pumping, and Baker Mayfield cannot find anybody downfield, and he's just going to have to run it forward, and that'll bring up 4th down and 10 for the Rams. And guess who? Max Crosby coming up with, does it count as a sack on Baker Mayfield here? Is that the second sack? Max Crosby has been absolutely electric in the sack column this year. Do they count it as a second sack, or are they going to say it's a run up the middle, no gain? Nope, they do count it as a sack. And Max Crosby, I think that's like his 16th on the year or something crazy. Ooh, Dixon, he gets smashed! Oh my goodness, it's a decent kick, but that's got to be roughing the kicker. That is an easy first down. That is not running into the kicker. That is roughing the kicker. He absolutely nailed the punter, like almost worthy enough of getting kicked out of the game. That is egregious. Like forearm shove while he's in the air. Talk about hitting a defenseless receiver. Easy call, and that's going to be a free first down for the Rams. What in the world was that decision by the Raiders special teamer? Yikes. I mean, that was egregious. Look at the Rams getting screwed over by the refs. I love it. Did they pick up that flag? Did they really pick up that flag? Wait a minute. Did they pick that up? No way. What? No way they picked that up. No way. Oh my gosh. That was one of the worst, ever. He two-armed, four-armed. What in the world? He used both of his forearms and shoved the kicker while he was in the air right after the punt. Literally, the guy kicked it. So when you kick, you kind of jump up, and he gets freaking blasted. No way. Yeah, Josh Jacobs in trouble. He is not coming back in this game right now. As a Panther fan, it's nice to share my pain with the Rams fans, seeing how bad Baker Mayfield is. That's hilarious. You guys, Yuki's happy. I would be upset if I thought the Rams were going to be competitive this game, but they suck anyway. But that was an egregious call. Here we go. I formation here at the 17-yard line. Takes a snap, pitch play to the left side, and nice shake and bake by the backup Zamir White. He is in for Josh Jacobs, who's hurt. So gains about 8 yards on the play, and now Zamir White's turn. White is actually a really solid running back to have as a backup. I liked him coming out of Georgia. He's got a lot of talent. Running backs usually there's usually a lot of running backs out there with talent. And I think they don't really skip a beat here. I think White continues to play really well for them. 25-yard line, takes a snap. Delayed handoff, we'll give it to White. Ooh, White, yikes, not very good vision on that one. Why did you just run into the back of your lineman? Okay, well, maybe I stand corrected. Maybe they will miss a beat if Zamir White's just going to run directly. I mean, he had a lane to go into. Maybe it wasn't very big, but you can't just run into the back of your lineman. That's not very good. I don't know. Brady's going back to the Super Bowl because the refs. Here we go. 3rd and 2. 3 receivers to the right. Carr in the shotgun. 4 down linemen right now for the Rams. Takes a snap, just a 4-man rush. Going deep, throwing it up for Adams, and Adams could not quite bring it in. Not a great throw there by Carr. It looked like it was out of bounds anyway, and that'll be 4th and 2. And Jalen Ramsey wins that rep. White thought it was Norwell and give him a break. Ooh. What? Interesting. AJ Cole. All right. Here's the punt. There's the punt. They do not run into the kicker this time. And it'll be caught. Oh, wait. It's not fair caught. And Powell is going to run it up the field to the 33-yard line. He crazily spun around and avoided a tackler. But there is a flag on the play. Special teams, man. There's way too many flags on special teams. Way too many flags. I don't know what's going on special teams. What is the special teams? How many flags on special teams? Compared to offense and defense, NFL. Flag football position. I don't care about flag football. Opponent offense, defense, special teams, penalties. Okay. Total count, 130. Special teams. Who has the most special teams flags? Jacksonville. So, 23 special teams flags compared to... So, yeah, I guessed it was 30%. It looks like it's about 20%. Somewhere between 15 and 20% of flags are on special teams on each team. Right? The least amount is Arizona with 7. So, so somewhere between about 6.5% to as much as over 20% of flags are on special teams. Okay, cool. Here we go. This is a good stat. So 439. Let's look at the math here. Hold on. Calculators. Right? So we have 439 compared to 3,339. So 439 divided by 3,339. 13% of flags are on special teams. All right. How many offensive plays? How many offense, defense, and how many offense, defense, and special teams plays in a game? I don't know where to find that breakdown. So 13.1% of flags are on special teams. There's almost no way there's that many special teams plays. Like, hold on, I'll have to think about this. Single back formation. Puts a man in motion, takes the snap, handoff up the middle here, and dives ahead for a gain of about, what? I missed how many yards. I'll inform you here in a second. Can only watch the game on Twitch on my phone or laptop. It doesn't let you watch it on PS4 or Switch. Ooh, that sucks. 2nd and 5. So it's up to the 22-yard line here for the Rams. Baker Mayfield, under center, takes the snap. Play action. Rolling to his right. Mayfield. Ooh, nice sidearm throw to Riddick. And he's going to get out of bounds for a gain of 8. Nice first down play. Baker Mayfield showing a little athleticism and ability to throw it out of a different arm angles. That was a nice little slip throw there. And it'll bring up 1st and 10. 5.5 to go here in the third quarter. Raiders 13, Rams 3. 5 of 13, 77 yards. All right, under center. 2 receivers each side, takes the snap, play action, rolling to his left, sets up in the pocket, going deep, and incomplete, and Trayvon Merrick is going to get called for the pass interference here. And my boy going to get called for it. Was it a good call or just a bad throw? Let's see. 5:08 to go in the third quarter. It didn't look like a great throw. Trayvon Merrick, he's looking for the football. Oh, interesting. Trayvon Merrick, oh my goodness. I don't think that's a good call. He's looking at the football. He's going to turn around to run back, and the receiver just runs right into him. He doesn't even know where the receiver is exactly. He's looking at the football. All right. Tough. Puts a man in motion, takes the snap, fakes the pitch, going to hand it off. Now going to set up a reverse here. Baker Mayfield's a lead blocker, and they're going to get nothing on that play. Hobbs making the tackle. Baker Mayfield doesn't make a single block, and it'll be second down and about 9.5. Totally uncatchable. Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. That was weird. Can we just have no refs, right? Here we go. Mayfield under center. 3 receivers bunched to the left. Up to the 30-yard line now. Blitz coming. Baker Mayfield is going to play action it, though. Running to the left. Looking, pumping. He's going to keep it and basically go for no gain. Another 3rd and 10 now for the Rams. They are in field goal range here for Matt Gay. Could make it a 7-point game with a field goal. Try streameast.is. Third and 10. Under 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Mayfield in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. Weird defensive alignment here. Only 1 down lineman and everybody else is up on their feet. They're going to send 5, setting up a screen to Atwell. Atwell has blockers in front and gets the first down. And Trayvon Merrick makes the tackle downfield. There's a flag, though, on the play. What is the flag going to be? It's in the secondary, but it could be an area of the holding. Holding. Number 79 gets called for the holding. It's Havenstein, however you say his last name. He's going to get called for holding out there in open space on Hobbs, and that's a great call. That is an easy call there. He just reaches that hand and prevents him from going around. That's a pretty cake call for the referee. Rams are upset about it, but it's definitely the correct call. Why do QBs run backwards? I don't get why they do that when they're running at contact. Here we go. 3rd and 16 now at the 36-yard line. Takes a snap. Drops back. Quick throw over the middle. It's going to be caught by Hopkins. Big hit there by Perriman and Hobbs maybe. Or Perriman. I didn't see who else was tackling with him. But it is going to be 4th down. But they set it up for a decently reasonable field goal. Flag at the end of the play here. What's the flag? Under 3 minutes to go. 2:55. Flags here. This could be bad. If it's against the Rams, this is bad. Because now that might be out of field goal range with a 15-yard penalty. And it seems like it is against the Rams. I'm not sure who the flags after the play. Offense. Number 65. And they do call it. It's 4th down. It's Shelton. And now, what is that going to be? Wait, what? What? Why did you throw it only on Shelton? Trayvon Merrick is the one that comes up to him, and he just shoves him out of his face like, dude, I'm going to my sideline. Wow. That is a very unfortunate call, but it looks like they may get a field goal out of this anyway. They're going to attempt it here. 2:55 to go. I do not like that call for against the Rams at all. A 61-yard attempt here from the right hash for Gay. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is high, and it's no good, wide left. And it's no good. The penalty hurts the Rams. Sean McVay's upset about it, and honestly, I feel for Shelton right now. Trayvon Merrick came and got in his face after the play, and he shoves him, and I don't, maybe he said something we need mic'd up. Maybe he said something that was completely inappropriate, but Trayvon Merrick had no business getting into his face. Where's the taunting? Right? Like, what are you doing going up to Shelton as he's going off the sideline? Right? Like, yeah, you shoved him and whatnot. I don't know what you said, but what is Trayvon Merrick doing? 1,000 IQ plays. Watch your stream on Switch, and there you go. Takes the snap, pitch play to the right side. Josh Jacobs looking to set up the weird reverse here, and it's not going to work. He knew that, and he decided to put his head in the ground and just run. So Josh Jacobs back in the game. That's good news for the Raiders. Tim, don't defend the Rams. Funny. There's no way that's a flag. That's some soft crap right there. Yeah, that is a weird. Maybe Douglas. He must have said some really bad stuff. I don't know. But what are you going to say on the football field that I don't know what he said. I can only imagine. Like, come on, dude. Get over yourself. 3 receivers to the left. Devontae Adams goes in motion to the right now. 2 receivers to each side. Carr in the shotgun. He calls out Bobby Wagner as the mic. As if we didn't all know that. Takes the snap. Drops back to pass. Looking. Setting up the quick throw into the flat for Jacobs. Jacobs will stiff arms a man and get close to the first down marker. Oh, no. Josh Jacobs stiff arms with that hurt right hand. And he is in pain. As soon as he did that, he freaking flipped his hand around, and he is in trouble. So he's only going to be able to run the ball with the ball in his left hand, because that right hand is completely useless as we currently sit. Josh McDaniels talking to his offense, trying to get them pumped up to try to finish this game out. 1.5 to go here in the third quarter. Offset I formation here. Carr under center, takes the snap, handoff up the middle here. Josh Jacobs will get the first down. Gains about 4 yards there on 3rd and 2. They just helped him up by his right arm. I wonder if he was saying, don't grab my hand. Don't grab my hand. Grab my forearm. Do not grab my hand. Josh Jacobs trying to be a stud here, staying in the game for his team. He's not willing to go away. He's having a career year with 1,300, now over 1,400 yards almost. 1st and 10. 2 receivers to each side. No, 3 receivers to the right. Empty backfield set. Josh Jacobs like in that tight end spot. Adams in motion but stays on the right. Takes the snap. 4-man rush. Carr scanning the field, now rolling to his right. Looking, scanning, has to stiff arm a man, stays on his feet. Now as he goes out of bounds, he throws it away, and it's incomplete. And so 2nd and 10 now for the Raiders. 25 seconds left here in the third quarter. Maybe he said something to ref because there was not a lot of physical contact. Yeah, I agree. Of course you can. How do you think people can play each other online? Didn't even know you could use the internet on Switch. I didn't know if you could do it on Switch either. I don't play Nintendo Switch at all. Would someone tell Yuki, screw Jimmy G for me? Takes a snap, handoff up the middle here. Nice jump cut there by Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, he is able to get himself up with his right hand. I just saw that. So maybe it's just severe contact to the middle of his hand. I'm not sure what it is, but I have a feeling this might end up being the final game we see Josh Jacobs for a couple of weeks, if I'm being honest. I think this is probably one of those things where he's going to leave the game, go get some more second opinions, and most likely need surgery. I hope I'm wrong because Jacobs having a tremendous year, but I don't know. I just have that feeling right now. He no longer acknowledges his existence. As I no longer acknowledge his existence. You need to pay $20 to play with your friends online, though. Ooh. I'd like to see NFL coaches actually coaching. It's rare sight during the game. Respect Josh McDaniels. I mean, I don't know. I guess it's a rare sight only because you literally don't see it often. But I would imagine every single team has coaches on the sideline trying to coach people up. Obviously, our offensive coordinator, though, he sits up in the box, so he doesn't do it. But yeah. What happened to Jacobs? Jacobs, as he got tackled a couple of plays ago, like probably earlier in the third quarter, as he got tackled, he went to brace himself with his right hand, and it hit hard, and I'm not exactly sure what happened to him, but it apparently had something maybe to do with his pinky, and it's taped up right now in a weird way in his hand, and he hurt it as he hit the ground. I mean, head coaches? Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I don't know. Maybe that doesn't happen. Maybe it does. I don't know. Obviously, you don't see a lot of the sideline. I do agree with that, but I don't know. Broken finger, maybe? Very possible. A broken pinky finger on his right hand. $43 of you in the house. Appreciate you guys being here. Not assistant coaches. I mean, as a head coach, they rarely coach during the game. I see Reed sometimes sitting down with QBs. I mean, he probably needs to sit down because you're mean. What movie is this? I don't know what movie this is, but for some reason it just gives me... It's called Riches. I guess it's a TV show. I don't know. Never heard of it. I don't know why. That just reminded me of Inside Man. I don't know why. I just got Inside Man vibes. I really like that movie. Yes, Andy Reid is old. Yes, exactly. He needs to sit down because he's old. With Denzel. Yeah, with Denzel Washington. Yep. Denzel was really good in that movie. It's a new British soap opera, Riches. It's great. My wife loves it. Oh, okay. I don't watch TV shows as they're going. I like when they end, and I just binge watch the whole thing. Here we go. Carr in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side at the 29-yard line. Takes the snap, high snap, but he's going to get it to Jacobs. Jacobs trying to stiff arm him with that hurt hand. He's not afraid to continue to use it to stiff arm, though, and it's going to be 4th down and 1. What will the Raiders do? I mean, I've seen Pete Carroll. Yeah, that was a good movie. I think it was directed by Spike Lee. Was it? 2 receivers to each side. Jacobs the single back. They are going to go for it here, and they're going to QB sneak it, and he gets there. Gains 2, maybe 3 on the play. And a 1st down easily there for the Raiders up to the 25-yard line. Inside Man is a Spike Lee joint? Wow. I thought it was brilliant. Really good movie. What I didn't get about Inside Man, of why people were confused by the movie. Like, I remember when they first came out, people were like, I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what happened here. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's really well explained. It's brilliantly done. Thought they did a great job. Here we go. Takes a snap. Handoff up the middle here. Josh Jacobs. Shake and bake in the hole. Only gets a gain of 3, though. So 2nd and 7. He's continuing to try to protect that right hand now. Yeah, he just shook it right there. He is in pain on the right side. All Spike Lee movies are set in New York City. Is that true? I have no idea. Douglas says no. But he says most are. I gotcha. Carr in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Takes the snap. Looking. Pumping. Now going to throw it over the middle. And it's dangerous throw. Bobby Wagner yelling at Derek Carr saying, you knew. You saw me late. I told you don't throw it around me, baby. Told you do not come this way. He's pointing at him. I told you. I told you. 3rd and 7 now for the Raiders. He has a movie called Get on the Bus. It's mostly set on the bus on the highway. Probably just outside New York City. Ooh. Illuminor, the right tackle, in pain. Looks like it's his left leg. So will be a commercial break here. 3rd and 7 with 13:04 to go here in the 4th quarter. Raiders still 13, Rams 3 with 13:08 to go here in the 4th quarter. Bobby Wagner is a first ballot Hall of Famer? Probably. I don't know if he's a first ballot. Is he a first ballot? I don't know if Bobby Wagner's a first ballot. He's definitely, I think he should be a Hall of Famer. A Hall of Famer, though, for sure. Super Bowl MVP, on one of the leaders on one of the best defenses of all time in the Legion of Boom. Just crushing dudes, leading tackler on that team, I'm pretty sure, for over the years. The play caller, the leader. But I don't know about first ballot. About that movie, there's no way he could have masked the smell of his crap and Smiths for that long. He would have been found eventually. Well, it depends. Well, the one thing that would have found him for sure would be dogs. But they didn't know who he was. And did they have anything? But they also didn't know who he... So they didn't know what scent to use? I don't know, dude. I don't know. Because if you had like some poopery or something... Also, he sat himself in a room that hardly anybody went into. Right? They set him up in there. No, he was only there for like a week or two. I'm pretty sure he was only there for like 2 weeks. There's no way he had enough food for a few months. I think it was only like 2 weeks. Bobby needs to sit down. The next year he might start looking for like John Bostic. He will never look like John Bostic. Third and 7. I'm pretty sure it was only like a couple of weeks. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. But here we go. 3 receivers to the right. Derek Carr in the shotgun at the 18-yard line. Takes the snap, drops back, looking, stepping up, throwing it underneath, and it'll be caught for a gain of 4. Because there's also no way that he would have been able to... There's no way that they would have dug deep enough for it to be able to hold that much. I don't know. Maybe it's a hole in the movie. Maybe he found a hole in the movie. I don't know. 12 and a half to go here. They're going to settle for a field goal. It's a 36-yard attempt from the left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And with 12:20 to go, the Raiders extend their lead to 13. Do Baker Mayfield and the Rams have anything in the tank here to try to get back in this football game? We just saw another game that was fourth quarter, 16-3. This is the second game this week we saw this score. And we know what happened last time. A certain quarterback turned it on. The one, TB12. Now we have Baker Mayfield, number 17. Let's see what he has. 12:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. Bobby Wagner, 13.2% defensive stop rate tonight. Jeez. Season high. What is defensive stop rate? What does that mean? What is defensive stop rate? Wagner killed Carr on that scramble play. Yeah, he sent him flying out of bounds. Yeah, he did. When the one he was diving for the first down marker. All right. So Carlson will kick it off here with 12:20 to go in the fourth quarter. They have to hold it here. I thought the Rams was a dome. Why are they worrying about holding as he kicked it? And it will be a touchback here. Powell did not interested in returning it. So the 25-yard line is where Baker Mayfield will start. That's pretty cool. That's cool. They just said that Bobby Wagner won 2 straight high school division championships. Hold on. Here we go. Baker Mayfield under center, 1st and 10. Akers, the running back. No, excuse me. But play action anyway, throwing it to his tight end, and it's going to be caught, bobbled, but does get caught eventually. Gain of about 5 or 6 for the Rams. But yeah, they said Wagner won 2 state championships in high school, or division championships, rather. And his family had to scrounge up money to be able to buy him one of the rings for the championship ring. Well, his high school won their championship this year, and so he went there and bought them all championship rings. That's pretty sweet. 2nd and 5 here at the 30-yard line. Puts a man in motion right to left, takes the snap, hand off to the left side, cutting it up the middle, and he's going to get hit hard, but he stays on his feet and fights for a couple extra yards. Pecco makes the tackle. Williams, decent carry for 3 yards, considering he got hit at the line of scrimmage. We never seem to run those tight end release plays. Ugh. I'm guessing the defensive stop rate is stopping them from scoring. But why would that have a particular player? I don't know what a defensive stop rate is. Is it? I don't understand. For a player? 3rd and 3. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap, drops back, steps up, going deep, and not on the same page with Atwell. Oh, there's going to be a flag, though. Is Hobbs going to get called for pass interference here? 11:02 to go. Nope. Holding. Penalty is declined, and it'll bring up 4th down. It was holding on Havenstein on Max Crosby. Max Crosby all over it tonight. All over it tonight. 4th and 3. 11:02 to go here. Max Crosby also in on special teams right now. Get after it, big boy. Dixon to punt it away. There's the flag. And it's going to be caught here. And he's going to get tackled at about the 25-yard line is Keelan Cole. There is a flag on the play, though. 10:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Why so many penalties versus the Rams? Because they stink right now. They have it's going to be a penalty against the Raiders. This is going to be an automatic first down for the Rams. This was an offsides call. And they're going to give the ball back to the Rams. During the kick, holding. return team. Penalties declined. Offsides. Defense. Penalty. Results in a first down. There you go. So it will be a first down for the Rams here. They get bailed out with a simple little offsides penalty. And Baker Mayfield comes back onto the field here, 1st and 10. And it'll be around the 37-yard line. The Rams looking like a hard team to watch. I thought it was just the Texans. 10:53 to go. Baker Mayfield under center. 3 receivers to the right. Puts a man in motion right to left. Takes the snap. Play action. Steps up. Throwing it over the middle of the field. And it's going to be caught. Big hit by Perriman. But not until after a gain of about 20 yards. And there's a flag on the play. Is this going to be hitting a defenseless receiver? Nope. Offense. Holding number 68. Excuse me. Why would I ever expect it? It was Nseki, who's number 68 on the Rams here. Yikes. Maybe it means percentage of the overall stops for the team that is attributed to that one player. You know what? I was thinking that in my head afterwards, and I started calling the plays, but I see what you're saying. Yeah, so basically, like, when there's a player that makes the stop, it's Bobby Wagner. Maybe that's what they're trying to say? All right. Mayfield under center. 1st and 20. Takes the snap. Play action. Mayfield setting up the running back screen. Williams has blockers in front. And it will be a decent gain. Trying to get some of those penalty yards back. Maybe 8 yards or so. And 2nd down and 12-ish, I believe. Maybe 10. Maybe he gained somewhere between 8 to 10 yards. It is 10 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. They're at the 38-yard line, so they got all the penalty yards back. Takes the snap. Looking, scanning, throwing it over the right side, and it'll be caught by Swarnick. And a little quick slant pass. Ooh, Hobbs wanted to push off, didn't get it. And that'll be a gain of about 15, 16 yards, moving it down the field. Nice throw. Beautiful little throw there. Facing the blitz. Had to get rid of it quickly. Finds his man. And Swarnick makes the catch for him. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 here. Mayfield putting a man in motion. Takes the snap. Play action. Scanning in the field. Now going to the left side. And it's a little overthrown. It looks like he got hit as he threw as well. So Atwell could not bring it in because he was out of bounds. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. 9-10 to go in the 4th quarter. Rams trying to do something here. Staying alive. They're not dead yet. Yeah, 12.4% of stops are made by Wagner. That must be what it is. Has to be what it is, Justin. Ooh, that should have been holding. Excuse me. All right. 2nd and 10. 2 receivers each side. At the 48-yard line, takes the snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw over the right side, and it's going to be caught by Swarnick. He does get touched down. Oh, wait, no, they don't say he's touched down. Never mind. He somehow gets up and going to go for an extra couple of yards. He's caught it sliding to the ground. I thought he was definitely downed, but clearly not. Let's look. Here's the replay. It's definitely a catch. Here we go. 3rd and 4. Takes a snap, and they're going to challenge this. It looked like a catch to me. The ball may have touched the ground, but it didn't look like he bobbled it. Maybe there is a better angle at it. That wasn't the best angle. Maybe there's something at the end of that play because it looked like he got his hands underneath it and caught it. Let's see the backside. This is a good angle here. He gets the angle here. Oh, that's a catch. That's a catch. The ball is allowed to hit the ground, but as long as it doesn't bobble afterwards, he definitely catches that football. I would be shocked if they overturn this. Yeah, the ball definitely touches the ground, but it doesn't matter. It just has to not bobble. Also, a Kirk Cousins poster for 50 cents. Is that a Redskins Kirk poster? Yeah, yes, it's a Skins Kirk poster. I would not have bought it if it was Vikings. True. Nice. By the way, did some thrift shopping. Got that Randall L. I saw that. Redskins hoodie. Nice. A Manute Bowl bobblehead. Okay. And Madden 12 Hall of Fame edition, which I didn't know existed, has Marshall Faulk on it. Oh, there you go. Is he saying you like that? I told you all the Rams ain't nothing. Yeah, their offensive line was horrible, but now they literally are nothing now. They literally are nothing. I mean, no Stafford, no Cooper Kupp, no offensive line, no Aaron Donald. Like, they're an old Bobby Wagner and Jalen Ramsey. Like, that's what they are. Rams are hurting. You ain't lying. You were not lying there, Paul. I have you like that shirt. There you go. All right, here we go. Definitely should remain completed. Do you think the Rams will try and keep Baker to be Stafford's backup, or do you think it will be another team? Yeah, not a good challenge here by McDaniels. Do you think Rams will try to keep Baker's Stafford's backup, or do you think another team will pick him up to be a competition for their QB like the Jets? Yep, they call stands. I legit want to hear a shirt that says, there you go. The speakers on the Switch are dog crap. Oh, that sucks. Do you think Derek Carr can throw 2 touchdowns? I guess you need that for fantasy. No, he's not going to throw 2 more touchdowns. They don't need to. Here we go, 3rd and 4. 3 receivers to the left. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun, scanning the field, changing the play at the line. Ooh, getting to jump off sides, and it's Max Crosby. Is it a false start or a offsides? Neutral zone infraction, number 98. And that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Free 5 yards on Crosby. I'm not sure why he jumped here. Oh, interesting. The head goes down. First and 10, 8:41 to go. Baker Mayfield wanted a chance to throw it, but they stopped the play. He definitely had a clear path. All right, Baker Mayfield says can. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle here to Akers. Akers, nice hole to the right side. And he's going to get up to about the 30-yard line here. And that'll set up a 2nd down and 3. You're out of here, Doug? All right, Doug. Thanks for stopping by, man. You like choking shirt. We played the Vikings if we play the playoffs. If we get the 7th seed, yeah, we'll play the Vikings most likely. 2nd and 2, 8:08 to go here in the 4th quarter. Man under center takes the snap. Play action, rolling to his left, looking, getting it underneath. It'll be caught by the tight end, and he falls forward for a 1st down. Up to the 15-yard line here. And 1st and 10, under 8 minutes to go here. It's a nice drive of Bruin for the Rams. Of course, it's been set up with bad penalties by the Raiders. They even forced a punt earlier, and They got a free first down out of it. Tim, did you do the Skins game yesterday? No. That was 2 days ago. 2 receivers each side. Up to the 24-yard line. Puts Atwell in motion, takes the snap, play action, rolling to his left again. It's going to be caught by Skwarvenick, but nothing going for it. He wanted a face mask, but didn't get it. 7:05 to go and counting here in the fourth quarter. Rams really need a touchdown here if they want any chance to try to come back and win. And I see why he wanted a face mask, but he didn't really grab the face mask and pull. He just tackled him high. So I think that's okay for a no call here. 2 receivers each side. Takes the snap. Ooh, cut block on Crosby, rolling to his right. Going to throw it underneath, and it's going to be close. No, Skwarvenick could not maintain possession that time. It'll bring up 6:32 to go in the fourth quarter. Look at Baker calling an audible. Only been with the team 3 days. That's pretty astute for the young lad. True. But it's probably just a simple... Honestly, what it probably is, it's just a simple... Here's 2 plays that we're going to run. It's either a run play or a pass, and he's probably just calling some sort of like, get rid of the first play, do the second play or something. I don't know. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. 4-man rush, steps up, rolling. Now going to go to his right side, and what a throw under pressure. Beautiful out route there, and it's caught by Atwell for a first down. Move the chains. It's going to be up to about the 11-12 yard line here of the Raiders. Baker Mayfield. Oh, that probably should have been holding. Havenstein is still getting... Oh, my. Yeah, that's a interesting no call. Beautiful route there by Atwell. Here we go. Baker Mayfield takes a snap, looking, scanning. Going to throw it underneath, and it'll be caught by Atwell. Stays on his feet, but then gets spun around and only gets a gain of 3 or 4. If your best wide receiver is Skwarvenick, you have problems. Hashtag false. He is a stud. Are you kidding me? Oh, did I do skins in the game? I thought you meant, did I do the skins game like the review? No, we did not do skins in the game. My dad had company coming in from out of town, and he was not able to do it. I'm sorry. Here we go. Man in motion. Takes the snap. Handoff up the middle. Stumbling is Akers, but somehow still is going to get a positive play out of it. Gain of 3 up to the 5 yard line. 5:10 to go. The Rams do not have time here to settle for a field goal. They only have 2 timeouts. And it's still a 2-possession game if they don't score a touchdown. So Sean McVay's got to call up something here to get it in the end zone. The fix is in. Bezos made a call to Goodell to tell them to let the Rams come back. Under 5 minutes to go. Here we go. Baker Mayfield in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right. All the Raiders standing at the goal line, basically. Takes a snap, looking, scanning, steps up, has time. Max Crosby misses the sack here, and it's going to be caught. But it's going to be only 4th and 1. 4th and 1 at the 2. They got to go for it here. 4:20 and counting. Here we go. Gotta score here or this game is over. Here we go. Baker Mayfield. Under center. And... Ooh, Sean McVay's going to waste his second timeout here. Yikes. They really needed those timeouts. Wow, that just cost them a whole 40 seconds when they give the ball back to the Raiders here. Granted, they really need this. They couldn't afford any other penalties or anything, but this is not ideal. So, all right, you know what? I know, Douglas, I've said this is a waste of timeout. But you know what? In this situation, I'll give him a little leeway because Mayfield is a brand new quarterback. So Sean McVay wanted to talk to his quarterback and say, yo, this is the play I'm calling. This is what I want exactly. You're going to be looking at this player. You're going to be doing this thing. You're going to be over here, and I need you to find this guy. This guy is going to be wide open. I know it. This is my job. Let's see what he has. Baker Mayfield puts a man in motion on 4th and 1, takes a snap, play action. Looking, scanning, going to throw it immediately. Caught by Akers, and I think he got the first down. They're going to give him the first down. Trayvon Merrick makes the tackle, but not until after a first down, and they move the chains. Merrick can't believe it, and I think it's a good spot. Let's look here. I think he gets there, caught. Yeah, I think he's right at the first down marker, roughly. That's not a great angle at it, though. 1st and goal now at the 1. Baker Mayfield under center, takes the snap, handoff up the middle, and oh my gosh, did he get stuffed? They're going to say touchdown! They say touchdown. Wow. The commentator just went in on the Raiders. He said the Raiders, who haven't stopped a 1st and goal in 14 years, dang, went in on them. Here's the catch. Here's the angle that you need. Definitely a first down. Definitely a first down by Akers. But was it a touchdown? Merrick making a tough tackle to save a touchdown here, but let's look at the touchdown. Does he get in? Here's the tackle. Ooh, that did not get in. That is not a touchdown. That is not a touchdown. They're all reviewed. To me, that looks clearly short. I think this should be 2nd and inches. Tim is ticked off. He doesn't have a dog in the fight. He's ticked off and he doesn't even have a dog in the fight. Business critical. That's funny. Rams fans are beating their heads in the wall. No way he gets that ball in. That's got to be 2nd and inches. Oh, they cleared it? No way. Oh, my goodness. The fix is in. Here we go. Matt Gay to kick it here. The snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And you know what's the craziest part? Is to start this game, the spread was 6.5 Raiders. The spread was 6.5 Raiders. I made some parlay bet, and I don't even know how it's doing. Let's look. What was my did my parlay have a 6.5 spread for the Raiders? I don't remember. Oh, Derek Carr 200 yards passing. Oh, that ain't gonna work. Darn it. I can't even get 200 yards passing out of Derek Carr. How pathetic. And then Jokic needed to score 20. So it was like a cross-sport parlay. I thought it had a reasonable chance, but man, Derek Carr can't even he doesn't even Baker Mayfield has more passing yards than Derek Carr, and Baker Mayfield's been on the team for two days. What is going on here? Over half the yards of his are Devontae Adams. Pathetic. I don't know what the other games are doing. Let's look at Denver. How many points does Jokic have so far? Who was the other player I said? I had Damian Lillard and Jokic that both needed to have over 20 points. Jokic is already at 16, and they're not even at halftime yet. Lillard's only at 8, so he's not quite on pace. So I don't know if those two would work out or not, but not looking good. Rams sold their soul for a Super Bowl, no kidding. I thought I missed yesterday's show. Nah. Tim, they need ratings. Yeah. Who picked the Rams in this game? I did not pick the Rams in this game. And only 13% of you picked the Rams. 87% have picked the Raiders. Oh, I ended the poll. But all right, it's going to get a little interesting here. Can they get a stop? And all of a sudden, will Baker Mayfield have a chance to win the football game down the stretch? That would be nuts. Man, the Rams are really feeling the fact that they didn't have an opportunity, or sorry, they missed that 61-yard field goal earlier. But honestly, it might be a benefit in disguise, right? Because now you have to go for the touchdown and try to win the game instead of going into overtime, win it in regulation. But they got to get a stop here first. There's the kick from Gay. And it will be an easy touchback there. Okay. So the 25-yard line is where the Raiders will start this next drive. The Rams only have one timeout. Let's see if Josh Jacobs tries to come in to get his 100-yard game. Or will the Rams defense step up and prevent him from getting there? Josh Jacobs is currently under 4 yards a carry as we sit. He's got the ball 24 times for only 90 yards. So not a very good yards per carry average, but still a pretty good player, to say the least. Here we go. At the 25-yard line, Jacobs the single back. Tight end Moreau goes in motion from left to right. Takes the snap, handoff, of course. Everybody saw it, and it's only going to get a gain of a half yard. Hill on the tackle. He just sold out for it from the cornerback position. Good play there. So 2nd and 9.5 now, and the Rams will use their final timeout. 3:14. There's Raheem Morris, the defensive coordinator for the Rams, talking to his defense. Final timeout. So will the Raiders get conservative here? Or, because they can, with two more run plays, they can bring it to the 2-minute warning. But if they get one more first down, they really hurt the Rams. I almost would not even worry about the time so much. The time is pretty much not that much of a factor considering they need a touchdown here. I would go play action and throw it. And if it's not open, Derek Carr just run out of bounds or run up forward, just try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here we go. I formation here. Derek Carr under center. Puts a man in motion. It's Hollins again. Takes the snap and hand it off anyway. Is Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs with a huge run. All right. Well, when you have Josh Jacobs, shut me up real quick because that was a nice curry up the middle. And it's going to be 3rd and 1 now. And if they get a first down here, the game is over. This is it. The Rams have to get a 3rd down and 1 stop. They effed up on the run game before. And nice block by the fullback, Johnson. Big block there by the fullback in the hole. Josh Jacobs goes right off his butt. It makes a nice game. They go up the middle, and they do get the stop. Oh, my goodness. It's 4th and 1. And they will bring it to the 2-minute warning. And now what will the Raiders do? If the Raiders get the first down, the game is over. Do you go for it here on 4th and 1 and give them great field position? Or do you just punt it away and try to pin them back deep with a fresh new quarterback? 2nd and 12. Bobby Wagner is hyped up right now. Oh my goodness gracious. Dude. I said earlier I would have taken the Rams with the points earlier. I said that in the game. I took the Raiders to start this game because I thought it was Walford. I didn't know even Baker Mayfield had a chance to start tonight. But Baker Mayfield has definitely been a big difference in this game. He's looked a whole lot better than what Walford ever could have dreamed of, in my opinion. But also the Raiders have just lost this football game, you know? Like, honestly, the Rams should not even had a touchdown last drive. There were so many bad penalties by the Raiders. If they lose this game, it's basically on penalties, man. It's crazy. And the fact that Derek Carr kind of sucks. We got a good finish if the Rams get the ball back. I agree. All of a sudden, let's see what they do. Will they kick it away or will they go for it on 4th? They will kick it away. They're going to go the conservative route. I don't blame them. I mean, you're looking at a brand new quarterback the other way. You may as well pin them back deep and see if he can go the distance or not. A.J. Cole, pretty solid punter here in Las Vegas. See if he can pin him back deep. All right, we have the snap, and there's the kick. And it's to the left side, and it's really close to the sideline. It takes a beautiful Raiders bounce. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a punch. That thing bounced at like the 25-yard line and just absolutely rode the sideline to the 2-yard line. Are you kidding me? What a insane punt. And it just continues to roll. Dude, if I was the punt returner, I would have just knocked it out of bounds right there. What are you doing? Just go in there and just knock it out of bounds. All right, 98 yards, a minute and 45, no timeouts between the end zone and Baker. Does he have it in him? The snap comes. Here we go. Quick throw over to the left side. It's a duck, and it will be not caught. I don't believe he got his left foot in bounds, and that is going to be incomplete, 2nd and 10. That was Tress Way type punt. Yeah, that was insane. You can't ask for much better than that. Here we go. 2nd and 10, a minute and 41, and it was incomplete. They're at their own 2-yard line. Dude, what if Max Crosby gets a safety here and the Raiders actually hit the spread? That's insane. Here we go. In the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. Baker takes the snap. Looking to throw. Stepping up. Quick throw over to the left side. Has him in, and this one will be caught. Out of bounds for a gain of 9. 3rd and 1. Minute and 37. Good quick throw there by Baker Mayfield. Raiders playing pretty standard defense here. They're not worrying about the sidelines yet. They're saying, hey, they could still throw it over the middle. Here we go. Takes the snap. Mayfield looking, blitz coming. They pick it up, and he's throwing it over the middle. Intercepted! But there's a flag in the secondary. There's a flag in the secondary. This could be a pass interference. Minute and 30. This could be a pass interference here. Hold the phone. Pass interference. Defense. Number 21. Pass interference. The drive's alive. They're not dead yet. Wow. Oh, good call. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good, easy call. Oh, yeah. He's just absolutely hanging on his arm, and Baker Mayfield took a hit as he made that throw, and McDaniels doesn't like the call, but it was clearly a good call. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. 3 receivers to the right, empty backfield set now. Mayfield takes the snap, 4-man rush, looking, stepping up, pressures, coming, and it's a huge hit! Max Crosby in on the sack. Minute and 20 to go. And wait a minute, there's a flag on the play. This is going to be head-to-head contact on the quarterback. I thought I saw it, but I didn't see a flag. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a free first down for the Rams. You have got to be kidding me. It wasn't on Crosby. It was the second tackler who comes blasting Baker Mayfield. I think they may give him a first down here. 15-yard penalty, unnecessary roughness on the quarterback. After the play, unsportsmanlike contact. Number 90. Knocking the ball out of the defense hands, and it's Tillery. Automatic first down. Josh McDaniels is so upset. But he delayed the game by knocking the ball out, and they're going to give him a free yards. Oh, my goodness. I thought it was going to be a defenseless or hitting the quarterback with the head, but Tillery knocks the football out of his hands when Baker's trying to give it to the ref, and it's a delay of game, basically. Up to the 27-yard line now. 28, rather. Takes the snap. Mayfield stepping up, going deep, and it is caught! It is a moss by Squall Riddick! First minute and 10, we're going, what a catch! Squall Riddick bringing out his inner Randy Moss, going over 2 defenders. They're up to the 40 of the Raiders. Two receivers to each side. Baker takes the quick snap, steps up, throwing it underneath, caught by the running back, diving ahead for a gain of 8. They hurry up. 49, 48, 47. Baker Mayfield looking for the call. Oh my goodness. He is calling the play now. Calling the play, giving a little push in the cart, calling a 3. What do we got? 37, 36. Getting set up to the 31. Takes the snap, drops back to pass. Mayfield looking to his left, steps up, throwing it underneath. It'll be caught by Squirrenick. He's going to get tackled at the 23, 26, 25, 22nd. Baker wants to spike it here. 1st and 10. Got to hurry up. 21, 20, 19, 18, 17. Mayfield will spike it with 15 seconds. They're up to the 23-yard line, and they're not dead yet. Oh, my holy smokes. What a grab by Squirrenick. He goes up over Hobbs, who probably should have got pass interference called on him. He's hanging on him like drapes. But oh my goodness. He catches it anyway, and it's a 1st down. What a catch. And it's 15 seconds remaining here. 2nd and 10 after the spike. 3 receivers to the right. Takes the snap. Mayfield looking, going deep. And it's gone! It's a touchdown! The Rams tie the game! It was 98 yards! Van Jefferson takes the lead! Or pending with the PAT! It's caught! Oh my goodness! You cannot make this up! Baker Mayfield just joined the team 2-3 days ago, and he leads a game-winning potential, at least a tying drive, 98 yards out. Matt Gay for the extra point, center field. And the Raiders will call a timeout to ice the kicker. What is going on? Oh my, this is insane. What am I watching? They just let a fade pass to Van Jefferson. No safety help over the top. Wow. Wow. What a freaking dot by Baker Mayfield into the end zone. Here's Matt Gay for the extra point. We have 10 seconds left. We have the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and the kick is good! And the Rams, in mirror image to the Tampa Bay Saints game, no actual way. They just ended the Raiders' season down by 14 with 5 minutes left. What a collapse by the Raiders. Oh my goodness, it's a rookie one-on-one with Van Jefferson, and Van Jefferson makes them pay. It's Webb on the coverage. And Sean McVay is pumped up, and Baker Mayfield, you cannot make this up. If this was a movie, you wouldn't believe it. He goes to a team 2 days before, has no idea the playbook. He doesn't even start the game. He comes into the game, has a rough go at it, never turns the ball over though. 22 for 35, 230 for a touchdown is what he ends with. But in the beginning, he wasn't having a great day. You know, he didn't know the playbook. He had to be very conservative. Tried to throw a couple things downfield, but didn't have it. And here we are. It's 10 seconds now for Derek Carr and 1 timeout. Do they go to Devontae Adams to make an incredible catch and all of a sudden get in a field goal to win this game? Do we see one of the most craziest finishes to an NFL game? This, I like 98 yards, no timeouts. Oh my goodness, what an implosion by the Raiders with horrible penalties at the worst moments. But Baker Mayfield stepping up with incredible throws. Here we go. Derek Carr at his own 25 in the shotgun. 10 seconds. Takes the snap. Drops back. Looking. Has time. Now pressure coming. He's going to throw it over the middle. And it's intercepted. Game over. Game, set, match. 2 seconds left. The game is over. What am I watching, dude? There is no flipping way we just saw back-to-back comebacks on night games in the same exact fashion. Both down 16-3 with about 5 to 4 minutes left. Touchdown. Wait, they scored that touchdown with like 3 minutes left, did they not? That last touchdown that they scored, or the one before, yeah, with 3:19 left. 3:19 left, they get the touchdown. They kneel it down, and Baker Mayfield points to the sky, praying to the gods. Holy moly. Bezos paying the refs money was well spent. No kidding. What an absolute incredible finish. We see it twice. But at Monday night, you just knew it was coming. It's Tom Brady. Yeah, you just knew it was going to happen, right? This one, no one saw coming. It's Baker Mayfield, a guy that gets ridiculed every dang day, right? Nobody supports Baker Mayfield except for Roger frickin' Smith. And here we are, 17-16 after that comeback. What a catch by Squirrelnick. Unbelievable moss. And then a dot to Van Jefferson for the touchdown. What in the world? Skip Bayless is going to have a field day tomorrow. Is he a big Baker fan? Unbelievable. And this is the Raiders' 4th loss after leading by 13 points. Like, how disgusting. So much for another boring Thursday night football game. Yeah, that was the opposite of... I mean, for a long time it was boring, but the last 5 minutes or so, it's been arguably one of the most exciting games. Probably not over like Buffalo, Minnesota or something, but it's been incredible. Can you say game of the week? I mean, it's game of the week. It's only the first game. First game of this week. Week 13. Wait, that's what we're on? Week 13? First game of week 13 starts off with a bang. Let's go ahead and recap this game, and we'll get out of here. But, oh my goodness, Derek Carr, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns on 11 of 20 throwing. Baker Mayfield, 22 of 35, a touchdown, 4 sacks, 19 yards lost, but it doesn't matter. They win the game 17-16. Josh Jacobs, 27 carries, 99 yards, and a touchdown. One more yard would have sealed it. If they would have given Josh Jacobs an opportunity to get his 100th yard on 4th and 1, it could have ended it. What a stop on defense by the Rams to even give their offense a chance. And you had that incredible punt by A.J. Cole. This game's insane. Cam Akers, 12 carries, 42 yards. You have Devontae Adams, 3 catches, 71 yards. Ben Squadronic, 7 catches, 89 yards, leading receivers for both teams. I don't think Devontae Adams had a catch in the second half. Wow. Hobbs had 9 tackles leading the Raiders. Bobby Wagner had 14 tackles. What a day from him. Man. Daniel Carlson went 3 for 3 and an extra point. Meanwhile, the Rams went 1 for 2. He missed a 61-yarder, made a 55, went 2 for 2 on extra points, and win the game. We'll move on to the team stats here. We have Raiders 17, Rams 20 on the first downs. 5 for 13 for the Raiders, 4 for 12 for the Rams. 302 yards of total offense, 282 yards of total offense for the Rams. Both teams with 7 penalties on the night. And time of possession was basically dead even. And the Raiders had 2 turnovers to Rams only 1. Oh my gosh. The dude that got the unsportsmanlike conduct on defense for the Raiders is walking home tonight. I think mathematically this knocks the Raiders out of the playoffs. Oh, they're done. They're totally done. They're absolutely done. Right? I said, like, they had to win this one. I already think they're going to lose to the Niners and probably will. Who knows if they'll even beat the Steelers or something? Who knows if they'll beat the Patriots? I mean, they have a tough schedule down the stretch. They had to win this one to even give themselves a chance here. But sitting at 5-8, the best they can get is 9-8. No way 9-8 gets into the playoffs in that AFC. That AFC is way too tough. If we look here at the standings here, playoff picture, you already have the 7th seed is sitting with 7 wins right now. So the Jets would have to not win or only be able to win one more game. Right? Like, I guess 5-8 is technically not out of it, but reasonably, like, no way 9-8 gets into the playoffs. Like, there's just absolutely no way in that tough AFC. But I don't know, man. This, I don't know. Baker's first game is a Ram, and he does this crap, right? If it doesn't, basically kills their season anyway. Yeah, exactly. The Jets only winning one more game is totally doable. I don't know about that. Because that defense is top notch. I mean, looking at it, I guess, like, the Lions aren't a give me. Jacksonville is also not a give me. I guess they could only win one more game. But also, that means the Patriots can't win 3 more. I don't know. 9-8? You think 9-8 will get you in the playoffs in the AFC? Maybe. The Raiders are 3-2 in the division. That's one of their only saving graces. But they're only 4-5 in the conference. Where the Patriots are 5-3. I think if it's non-divisional teams, then yeah, I don't know. Even the Broncos are technically not eliminated. That is hilarious. The Broncos are definitely eliminated at 3-9. Like 8-9, 100%. We all agree 8-9's not getting in the playoffs, right? Right? Panther fans, like, where was this for us for Baker? Yeah, it'll be a miracle to go to the playoffs at 9-8. I think so. Mayfield pulled a Brady, just how he drew it up. says Bezos, right? What up, Balcony and Cheese? What up, Pat? The rest of the season is going to be crazy for playoffs. I agree, Pat. Just lost $60 betting on the Raiders. Ouch. Ouch. All right. Well, that's where we're at. That is where we're at. I mean, it's pretty speechless there. That was a heck of a finish to a game. But I appreciate all of you being here. If you haven't already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Also, in the description below, there's a Discord link. Hop on our Discord and come talk some football with us if you haven't already. Also, in the description below, there's donation links, and you can become a channel member by hitting that join button, or at the top, you go to my channel, and at the top, you just add on to the end /join, and that can be a way you can support the channel, just 99 cents a month, and help support it that way and become a member. But I appreciate all of you. It's been fun. Thanks to everybody that's commenting. You guys always make it more fun for me to hang out and see what you guys are saying. But yeah, this is a crazy one. So we will be back Sunday, 1 o'clock, for the Eagles versus Giants. We'll be doing that one, as well as the night game. Whoever the night game is on Sunday, it is Miami and the Chargers. That's actually a pretty good matchup here. I haven't watched Tua much this year at all. I guess it's not been since he got hurt on that Thursday night. The second time. We watched him then. But outside of that, we haven't watched much of him at all this season on the channel. And then Monday night, we have the Patriots and the Cardinals. But yeah, we got an interesting week. Interesting week here. But it started with a banger. started with an absolute banger, 17-16. What a game. But all right, appreciate all of you, and until next time, see